And we are live, back again with another one. Premier League, match week 9, predictions. We're running through these weeks really fast. Really fast, I must say. And by the time we blink, match week 30 is here. You see what I'm saying? And then the league is over. And then we'll find out who's the winner and who got relegated and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's your boy Dom back in the house. Nice to be here once again on a Thursday morning to discuss Premier League football. Last night I talked about the Champions League match day 3 in its entirety. So, later on, maybe you could go and check out that video. A lot of World Cup qualifying content on the channel. A lot of content on the channel. I've been pumping out the content a lot lately, so make sure you go and check out the content, binge watch, and have some fun. All right, so we're back. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Remember, today's stream is brought to you by people over at Manscaped, who are the best below the waist, the grooming champions of the world. So join over 2 million men worldwide who are on board with Manscaped. Get the new Manscaped Performance Package with the Lawnmower 4.0. Trust me, your balls would thank you. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off. All the links will be in the description box down below. So let's talk. Let us talk. Big up to the boy Coach, man. Coach, who says United scraped through. Definitely. United, I know you're a United fan, you know. Think I don't know. I know you're a United fan. You guys, I don't know what to say about y'all, man. Not my favorite club. Just let's put it out there. And I know City is not your favorite club either. So let's get into today's content. Won't be wasting any time at all. And as you can see here, I was checking out some fantasy Premier League news because that's where all the good news seem to be in terms of players who's going to be missing through injury and things like that. So, yeah, man. So, let's get into the fixtures that's coming up for week 9. And let's have some fun with this. So, the first game that we're going to start with, I'm not going to do them in chronological order, but I'm going to do them according to, maybe difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Some games take longer than others to actually analyze. So let's start with the game between Southampton and Burnley. Not the highest profile match that's coming up this weekend, of course. And let's say I put out a combined 11 for this match. Don't think a lot of people would actually care. You see what I'm saying? Nobody would tune in. Nobody would care. Maybe 10 people. 25 max. But we still have to show this game some love because it's part of the grand scheme of things. Southampton are currently 15th in the league. Burnley are 18th. In terms of their last game, Southampton picked up their first win of the season by beating Leeds United 1-0. For Burnley in their last game, they're still winless this season. They lost 2-0 on the road to Manchester City. In terms of last season, Southampton did the double over Burnley, winning 3-2 at home and picking up a 1-0 victory at Turf Moor. The season prior, Burnley actually did the double on Southampton, and the 3 previous games, they were draws, and then Burnley picked up 2 wins, and going back to 2016, Southampton got a win. So Burnley had a really good run between 2017 and 2020, where they were unbeaten in about 7 games in the Premier League against Southampton. But last season, Southampton did the double. So Sean Dyche would have his tools and his weapons all ready and sharpened to face Ralph Hasenhuttl, who's on a high from that last win against Leeds United. Burnley has to get out of this rut before it's too late. This is 9 weeks now. This is the 9th week, and Burnley are yet to pick up a single win this season. They need to get on their horse before it's too late. But we know Burnley are that type of team that knows how to grind out results, right? That's what we always say. That is what we always say. But this could be the season where they go back down. Right? Am I right here? Am I right? No man is safe. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. And Burnley is definitely not safe. So for Southampton, after, a long stretch of games without winning, they have drawn 4 games. They finally got their win. And I think they have looked good in some departments. Amanda Breuer is a bright spot. Definitely a bright spot for the team. Valentino Livramento as well comes to mind. And even without James Ward-Prowse in the last game, they still managed to pick up a 1-0 win over struggling Leeds United. James Ward-Prowse will be out for this game. He will be out for this game, still suspended. Still suspended after getting a red card against Chelsea. And for Burnley, Ben Mee, Matej Vydra, and Charlie Taylor, all to be assessed before this match. And they're doubtful, but they could start their game. As you can see here, guys, the total head-to-head in terms of these teams in the Premier League. 12 games, 5 wins for Burnley, 3 draws, and 4 wins for Southampton. In terms of Hasenhüttl versus Burnley, balanced record. 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. And Sean Dyche's record against Southampton, 7 losses, 3 draws, and 5 wins. Not his most favorite team to play against. Let's just say that. But he did endure a really good period that I mentioned a bit earlier. So in terms of Burnley, I did run into an article where they said there's a new investor by the name of Malcolm Jenkins who's, going to pump some money into the club. And let me see if I find a little bit more information on that one, because I did, so that means Burnley are going to obviously get more money into the club. So, okay. So, 3-time Pro Bowl safety Malcolm Jenkins was announced today as a minority investor in the Premier League's Burnley Football Club. And that's all I know for now, but he is American, obviously. And they're pumping money into the English football clubs, of course. And it's an investment where they expect to tenfold their investment and things like that. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to keep it moving. Let's take a look at the latest. And did you know that Southampton did the double over Burnley in the Premier League last season, claiming as many victories as they'd achieved in their first 10 meetings with them in the competition? Until then, it was 3 draws and 5 losses. Ooh. Saints have conceded just 1 goal in the first half of Premier League matches this season, but have only scored twice themselves before the halftime break. Burnley have won 2 of their last 4 league matches at Southampton, drawing 1 and losing 1, as many as they'd managed in their first 25 away league meetings with them beforehand, winning 2, drawing 10 and losing 13. The Clarets, Burnley's average starting age in the Premier League is 29 years old. It is the oldest in the league this season, while only Arsenal and Brentford have younger average among starters than Southampton's 25 years and 301 days. Southampton do have a very young team, and the ref for this match will be Chris Kavanagh. My prediction for this one, and guys, share your prediction in the chat, please. My prediction for this game, I'm going for Southampton to win this one. 2 goals to 1. 2-1 to Southampton is my final prediction, and them to pick up their 2nd win of the season. In terms of Southampton, their next game will be in the Carabao Cup in the round of 16 against Chelsea on the road, and then they play Watford on the road again in the Premier League. For Burnley, their next game will be against Tottenham at Turf Moor in the EFL Cup round of 16, and then they also host Brentford. Then they travel away to Chelsea. So very rough fixtures coming up for Burnley, and they could remain winless. Who knows? Maybe they'll go 3-3. So that'll be it for the first match of today's episode 9. Southampton versus Burnley. Southampton 2-1. Amanda Broyer has looked really good, I must say. And I really like what I see from Southampton, them getting a draw against United, getting a draw against Manchester City. And for Burnley, they've just been in a rut for some time. And it'll take a lot to come out of that. They've had injuries in the team that just mess up the cohesiveness and just the rhythm of what they were trying to build. And it's going to be very difficult to come out of it. They could well pick up a win. We know Burnley are a very mercurial team like that. But I'm going for them to lose the game. So what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Talk to me. Any predictions on this game? Please let me know in the chat. So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash it up. Big up to Martin Kolev in the house. How are you feeling? Largenus is saying October 24th, Man U versus Liverpool, Juve versus Inter, El Clasico, PSG versus Marseille. Yeah, big day, right? Big day. So Black Goku is saying I see that as a draw. Thank you very much. Coach is not confident about the game against Liverpool whatsoever. Have some confidence, bro. Have some blood clot confidence, okay? Come on. Have some confidence, man. So with that being said, guys, we are going to move on to the next game. And the next match is between Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Big money boys, Newcastle, you know what I'm saying? Big money team. It's no longer City and Chelsea, it's Newcastle right here. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Patrick Vieira versus who's ever in charge right now of Newcastle, because Steve Bruce has been sacked. Big news. I know you guys have known by now. I didn't actually put out a Steve Bruce is sacked video because I was at work when it happened and I was like, nah, it's not a big deal. Everybody knew this was going to happen anyways. See what I'm saying? This game will be on Saturday. 14th place Crystal Palace will play 19th place Newcastle. Newcastle United are yet to win a game this season. On Monday, Arsenal and Crystal Palace played to a 2-2 draw where Palace should have definitely won that game. But yet again, Vieira and his boys let a win slip through the cracks. I think they also did that against Brighton and Hove Albion. So they got to work on seeing out games, man. They could have done a lot better in terms of their points tally so far in the league. But, of course, you know, they can't see out games. Crystal Palace are 14th with 8 points, and they have drawn their last 3 games, and they have a win there and a loss. So not bad, but 8 points in 8 games, you got to get a giddy up. In terms of Newcastle, they lost to Spurs in their first home game after the takeover, 3-2. Very disappointing performance. That was, you know, halted by a medical emergency in the stadium where the fan went into cardiac arrest and he was later, you know, okay. So that is at least good news. Very, very good news in terms of the fan being all right. What happened between these two teams last season? Crystal Palace won the game on the road 2-1, but lost the home game 2-0. And this is what's been going on. These guys have been, you know, going back and forth where Crystal Palace won the home game the season before and Newcastle won the game at home as well. So it's just been back and forth between these two teams over the last 10 matches where Newcastle do have 4 wins. Crystal Palace has 4 wins and 2 matches have ended in a draw. All-time Premier League results, 20 matches between these two teams, 10 wins for Newcastle, 5 draws, and 5 wins for Crystal Palace. Graham Jones is the new man in charge on an interim basis, and this would, of course, be the first time he'll be meeting Patrick Vieira, who's a new manager in the Premier League, of course. This could be a very, very entertaining affair where Alain Saint-Maximin potentially comes up against Wilfried Zaha, who was missing from the Arsenal game. So that is definitely something to know. I don't know if we're going to see Zaha. I didn't really look too deep into it, but I know he missed the game against Arsenal. But he's definitely a key player for Crystal Palace, and they would need him if they are to pick up any type of result from this match. But players like Michael Olise have looked good. Christian Benteke scored in the last game. Odsonne-Edouard has hit the ground running in the Premier League. And that's why I don't like when people make excuses for their players. You see what I mean? Look at Odsonne-Edouard. Came down from the Scottish League and he's banging him in for fun in the Premier League still. So it's all about how you adapt and how you evolve when you go to another league. So stop making excuses for your flop players. Just want to put it out there. You see what I'm saying? Just want to put that out there in the atmosphere, okay? So Graham Jones for sure will not be held as the full-time coach unless he wins every single game and they have no choice but to put him in on a permanent basis. But there's names going around like Steven Gerrard, there's Antonio Conte, Zinedine Zidane, and Paulo Fonseca seems like he's the front runner for the job there as well. But let's see how this one plays out over at Newcastle United. The new big boys taken over by the Saudi Arabians, And there's been a statement issued by the club that people should not wear robes at the stadiums, like robes. Don't dress like Arabs, please, and put on turbans and things like that. That's what they're telling the fans not to do. All right, you could see the stats there. Should have had that on the screen. But we're going to go over to the Did You Know? Did you know? 9 of Crystal Palace's 10 Premier League goals this season has been scored in the second half, the highest ratio in the division. Meanwhile, no team have led in more Premier League goals after halftime than Newcastle with 11 this season. So, Crystal Palace scores a lot of goals in the second half, and Newcastle lets in a lot of goals in the second half. That's the recipe for total Newcastle disaster, right? Palace are looking to go unbeaten in their opening 5 home games this season for the first time in the Premier League history. They last did so in the top flight back in 1990-91. Callum Wilson has scored 5 goals in his last 5 Premier League outings, more than the 4 he had struck in his previous 18. He's looking to score in 3 consecutive league appearances for the first time since a run of 4 with AFC Bournemouth in September of 2019. Newcastle have conceded 19 goals this season, the most in the league. Their 3 clean sheets in their last 25 Premier League matches came against last season's 3 relegated teams. Darren England will be the match referee here. And in terms of my prediction for this game, though, guys, look, Newcastle have not been playing well. They haven't picked up a win this season, and they just look terrible under Steve Bruce, who is now sacked as their manager. I'm not going to get too deep into that. He's sacked, he's out. We're going to move on. We knew that this was going to happen. It was inevitable. They only wanted Steve Bruce to get to his 1,000th game as a manager, do him the honor, and then departed ways by mutual consent. But I think Steve Bruce did a lot of great things at Newcastle in terms of his man management and his relationship with players. And you saw Alan St-Maximin came out and praised the Englishman for what he did in terms of helping him settle and calm himself down. Because if you don't know, Alan St-Maximin is a live wire. You see what I'm saying? On the field and off the field as well. So Newcastle in 8 games, 3 draws, 3 points, no wins. Could this be the game where they pick up their first win of the season? Guys, in my opinion, I think Crystal Palace has been playing some quality football under Patrick Vieira. More, let's say, attractive brand than they did under Roy Hodgson. They cleaned up house, let go all the players whose contracts were, ending. And guys like Sacco and guys like Townsend, and the list goes on. I don't want to attempt to remember all these guys right now, but still have some core players in the team, but some exciting players have joined the fray. Guys like Olise, Edward have, come in and they look pretty assured. Guehi at the back there as well. Anderson at the back. They've looked good. So for this game, I'm going to go for Crystal Palace to win the game 2-1. That's my final prediction. Crystal Palace 2-1 over Newcastle, who will remain winless. Look, there could be a situation where Graham Jones come in, a little honeymoon period for him where he wins a couple games. That's also a possibility. I'm not saying that's not a possibility. I'm not giving Newcastle a 0% chance of winning the game. I'm just letting you know who I think I favor in this clash, and it's Crystal Palace. Palace versus Castle, right? Royal Derby. So in the next game, Palace will play Manchester City at the Etihad. Ooh, good luck. And then they play Wolves. For Newcastle United, their next game will be against Chelsea. That'll be a tough one as well. But who knows, man? Who knows? And then they play Brighton and Brentford. So things are not going to get easier for Newcastle as the season progresses. And that's my thoughts on that game. And what's yours? Talk to me in the chat. So what we got here? We have Black Goku 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Thank you very much for dropping your predictions there. Do appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't yet, smash the thumbs up button and make sure you do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. Talk to me in the chat, man. Talk to me. And let's go. We're going to keep it moving, though. We got a lot of big games to talk about, and we won't delay. I have to get through these fixtures. Even though I won't be spending forever on these games, I got to get through these fixtures. And if you guys noticed today, I'm not going to the club websites. I've actually done that beforehand to check to see if there's any news that I need to, to find out about. And won't be going to the website and adding an extra 5 minutes on to every single game that I'm previewing right now. And if you add 10 games by at least 4 minutes that I check websites, that's an extra 40 minutes. So we're doing some better timekeeping today. So let's move on to the next game. Leeds United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves versus Leeds. Awoo! I know you were waiting for that one, right? You were, right? Tell me you were. Please, tell me you were. So you check the stats here. Head-to-head in the Premier League. 4 matches between these two teams, man. 4 games. 3 wins for Wolves. 1 win for Leeds United. So in their last game, Southampton beat Leeds 1-0. And that's after Leeds had picked up their first win of the season. And now, they're back to losing ways, of course. They're struggling down in 17th place in the table. As for Wolverhampton Wanderers, yet another win for Bruno Lage in charge and his boys. They're in 10th position after picking up a 3-2 come from behind win against Aston Villa. Absolute scenes there in that game against Aston Villa. I got to give it to Wolves, man. That was one of the most timely comebacks in Premier League history, right? Very, very quality stuff there by Wolves, who have won 4 of their last 5 matches, which is absolutely ridiculous. And they have been playing some good football. Their first 3 games were losses, but they did play like winners for sure. So things are on the up. 12 points in 8 games for Wolves and Bruno Lage. They need 28 more to survive. That's 28 mammoth points. But look, I think they're on course to get it. As for Leeds, I don't know. I don't know about that at all. I really don't know. But what did these teams do against each other last season? Wolves defeated Leeds 1-0 in both affairs. And if we go back to when they met in the championship back in 2018-2017, Wolves won the previous 3 games in the championship. So the last 5 games, Wolverhampton Wanderers have won all 5 matches. Out of the last 10, Wolves have 7 wins with Leeds United 3. This will be the first time that Bruno Lage in charge and Marcelo Bucketman Bielsa will be meeting each other. And Bielsa's 2 games against Wolves have ended in losses. Okay, not a very, very, very good record there. So in terms of fitness, Rafinha, he'll be back because he missed the game because he was on national duty for Brazil. I don't think Rafinha is vaccinated or else he would have been back in contention last weekend. Robin Koch, Patrick Bamford, and Luke Ayling would all be out for some more time, maybe a few more weeks. Calvin Phillips is still a doubt, and I read that, Marcelo Bielsa said he's not 100% and he doesn't want to rush him back, and he could be a doubt. And we know when Calvin Phillips is not in the team, we know Luke Ayling, who's a pivotal, part of this team as well, Bamford, and that's, I think, the reason why Leeds United have been struggling. As for Wolves, Pedro Neto is still out. Pedro Neto definitely still out with a long-term injury. And I think they don't really have a lot of injury problems right now in their team, I must say. They've been pretty good in terms of injuries lately. So, Yerson Mosquera is also out. That Colombian center-back, young center-back, he featured in a cup game, I think, and he was injured out. Johnny Otto is also out. And that's a, prominent name, and, think that's about it in terms of injuries for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Bright spot for Wolves, man. Hwang Hee-chan, on loan from RB Leipzig, has definitely hit the ground running in the Premier League. And the South Korean in 5 appearances has 3 goals for Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's 3 big goals for Wolves. Big goals. So, new Korean in town to give Heung-min Son a bit of competition, and it's nice to see. Definitely nice to see. Guys, did you know? After winning only 3 matches in a run of 25 at Leeds United, Wolverhampton Wanderers have triumphed in their last 3 at Ellen Road without conceding. 6 points from 8 games marks Leeds' worst start to a league campaign since 1988-89, with just 7 goals from their 8 matches this season. Patrick Bamford missing. What else you think is going to happen? He was their main goal threat last season. All 11 of Ruben Neves' shot for Wolves in the Premier League this season have come from outside the box, with the midfielder netting the winner against Aston Villa last time out. Only John McGinn with 12 has had more shots in the competition this season without any being inside the box. I like that about these guys, you know what I'm saying? Even though a bit speculative, try something. It might just go in, and McGinn did score in that game again. So Leeds have faced 48 shots on target, the most of any side in the Premier League this season, while they are having, on average, just 3.9 shots on target per match, compared with 5.2 last time around. The thing about Leeds, right? And that's why we come and we praise the goalkeepers. You're facing way too many shots. You're facing 48 shots. So Ilan Melier is a busy man, hence the reason why he's getting to pull off all these saves, right? Same with Edward Mendy. While for Edison, he's hardly having anything to do in goal. So that's why a lot of times he gets caught off guard and he does concede a goal or 2. But most of the time that's after Man City have netted 4 or 5 or 3. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean. I did while watching the Bruges game, I wasn't even aware, and talk about Man City, that I think City has only a handful of losses over their last 50 games or so. So that's crazy, man. That's why whenever Man City lose games, people are so happy, because it doesn't happen very, very, very often. So, and the same goes for Liverpool. Let me just give Liverpool that, because if you check the last about maybe 20 games, Liverpool have been doing very, very well, and that's something that people have not been talking about. So, look, who's going to win this game? Wolves or Leeds? Look, Leeds at home, you hear the stat, have not performed well against Wolves at Ellen Road lately, and Wolves are in very, very good form, with Adama Traore in full flight, even though he's not scoring. And you have Raul Jimenez playing well again. He did not feature in the last game and will still, well, he did come off the bench, I think, but will still manage to win the game. Ruben Neves is getting his form back and his confidence back. Jean Moutinho is still there, playing well. Jose Sa has settled in well as, the replacement goalkeeper for Rui Patricio. Francisco Trincao, the Barcelona loanee, looks bright. Podence in the thick of things again. You know what I mean? They're getting goals from other players like Saiss and Cody. So it's all positives for Wolverhampton Wanderers, I have to say. And look, for Leeds United, they're going through a very bad period right now. Rafinha back would be a boost, but guys like Rodrigo Moreno has to step up. And Jack Harrison has not had a great season. He has to step up. I know he's been injured, but look, Leeds are a type of team with the injuries. They have guys playing all over the place. And I think that's where, that's their Achilles heel. And their defense is in shambles right about now. So for this game, I'm going to go for Leeds to remain winless. And Wolves to go on to win yet another game. 2-1 Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're playing too well right now under Bruno Lage. And he's going to get the better of Leeds United. Leeds are a type of team that could bounce back at any given time, but I think they're in a lot of trouble this season. They're in a lot of trouble. And after 8 games, they're down there around the relegation zone. I'm not saying they're going to get relegated. I'm not calling it on Leeds United yet. I'm just saying we have to keep Leeds on relegation watch, okay? We got to keep them. Like there's something called suicide watch. And guys, if you're, having thoughts of suicide, talk to a friend. Just put that out there. But Leeds on relegation watch right now. Let me just put that one out there. Relegation watch. I like this graphic, man. This is a nice graphic. This is nice, right? That's nice, right? Nice visual. Mane and Luke Shaw and Edward Mendy and Pookie. I don't know, why they chose those players, but okay. All right. Okay. Anyways. Anywho, so in terms of the next games for Leeds United, their next match will be against Arsenal in the round of 16 of the EFL Cup. That'll be at the Emirates Stadium. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, their next match would be against Everton in the Premier League. They were knocked out of the Cup. So Wolves versus Everton, then Crystal Palace, West Ham, some winnable games. And then they play Norwich, Burnley. So a nice run of games for Wolverhampton Wanderers before they meet Liverpool and City first thing in December. So good luck and Godspeed. You are going to need it. So what are you guys saying in the chat right now? Talk to me. How are you guys feeling? Very, silent in the chat, but it's all good. Big up to Ernest Blankson in the house. Ernest, how are you feeling? We are taking all 3 points down. Let me see. CR says another goal answered by Salah. Left to be seen. 2-2 draw. Black Goku, thank you very much for dropping the prediction, man. Appreciate it. Owen Dilworth in the house. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. We got about 50 people in here right now. And we only got 23 thumbs up. You guys have to get into the habit of actually liking the videos, okay? With that being said, we're going to move on to the 4th game. And that's the game between Everton and Watford. Let us talk. Everton, in their last game, 1-0 loss to West Ham United. So disappointing stuff for the Evertonians. But, you can't continue to do well forever. Let's sort of put that out there. So let me actually do something real quick so I get all the information for you. Everton, right now they're in 8th position. 1-0 loss against West Ham in their last match. Watford under new management. Claudio Ranieri, former Premier League winner with Leicester City, did come back and manage Fulham but got sacked as well in the same season. They lost 5-0 in his first game to Liverpool. 5-0. That was a beating. What happened between these two teams the last time they met each other? Last time they met was February 2020 in the 2019-20 season. Everton won the game 3-2. They also met in the fourth round of the EFL Cup where Everton won 2-0. And also that season, Everton did the treble over Watford by winning 1-0. So they have really good time against Watford. Watford do have 3 wins in their last 10 games against Everton, last winning in February of 2019, 1-0. And all these good performances has come at home. They have came at home for Watford, and this game will be on the road. So not a very good stat there. Not a good stat at all. So look, big news, big news for Everton. Calvert-Lewin, he has suffered a setback in his rehabilitation to fitness, and he'll be out for another prolonged period of time. And Richarlison, he's still a doubt. I think he'll still be out. I haven't heard any big news on Richarlison at all. And let me just do a quick Richarlison search to see if there's any update on him, because I didn't see any update on him. All right, so there's news. Richarlison returns to training. Okay, he's returned to training, but I don't know if he'll feature from the start. So he's a doubt still for this game, but he's returned to training. A player that will definitely be out for a few weeks, 6 to 8 weeks or so, is Abdoulaye Doucouré. He's had a stress fracture in his foot, and that's a big miss, as Doucouré has been one of the brightest players for Everton this season. He's a former Watford player too, so, yeah. A player who featured for Everton last season, Josh King, will, be back in contention to play against Everton for Watford. And Kiko Femenia, the Spaniard, is a doubt for this game. Did you know? Everton have never suffered defeat at home to Watford in any competition, winning 13 and drawing 2. The most they've ever faced a side at Goodison Park without defeat in their history. Everton have lost 5 of their last 8 home games in the Premier League matches against sides promoted, including against Leeds United and Fulham last season. Watford have won 3 of their last 8 league matches versus Everton, drawing 1 and losing 4. But they lost home and away against them in their last Premier League campaign of 2019-20. Ismail Assar has had 26% of Watford's total shots in the Premier League this season, 20 out of 76, the highest ratio of any player in the competition so far this term. And the referee for this match will be Graham Scott. Guys, my prediction for this game, look, Watford, they need a pickup. I don't think they were doing too badly on the Xisco Munoz, and I don't see the reason why they sacked him so quick. I think they kind of panicked and they sacked him. Brought in Ranieri, same situation, loss, right? They have 5 losses, but before Ranieri came in, it was 7 points, 4 losses, 2 wins and a draw, which is not bad for a newly promoted team, right? Watford are in 16th. They're not even in the relegation zone. They're not struggling like Burnley, Newcastle, and Norwich. And still, Munoz got the sack. They need a pick-me-up. They have 2 wins this season. Could they add a third against a depleted Evertonian team? The Toffees are definitely depleted. I know Townsend and Damari Gray has been playing some good football. Rondon haven't really worked out as yet, in my opinion. So they would need Richarlison fit and starting up top, and he'll definitely be a boost. Allen have been working hard in the midfield, but I think Doucouré will be a miss. Iwobi and these guys have been so-so. Anthony Gordon has been a bright spot for Everton. And for Watford, look, they just need a lift here. Guys like Emmanuel Dennis has to step up and help Ismail Assar, who has been very bright. Chuka Hernandez has, you think he scored a goal this season. He has to step up. These guys got to step up, though. But for this game, I see this one ending in a draw. Even though Everton are at a disadvantage, I could still see them eking out a draw against a struggling Watford team to give Claudio Ranieri his first point as the manager of Watford. So, the Hornets, Watford. So, I'm going for a 1-1 draw for this game. Let me know your prediction in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate that one. And in terms of their next game, 8th place Everton. They got 14 points. Not bad. Not a bad start for Everton, right? They would play Wolves in their next game, then followed by Tottenham and then Manchester City. For Watford, their next game will be against Southampton. And then they play Arsenal and Manchester United. So that'll be it in terms of this game. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. So what we got? Big up to Clutch King Mo in the house. Everton 4, Watford 0. And what else we have here? Saw Hattrick says Sensei Os. Thank you very much for dropping your predictions, guys. Ismail Assar, very good player, but I think he needs to move on from Watford after this season. Even if Watford survive or not, just get a move on. Just get a move on. Forget about them. See what I'm saying? You keep sacking managers. You can't even develop a good little relationship with a manager. And, you know, by the time you blink, he's out. He's gone. Bye-bye. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to keep it moving. We're definitely going to keep it moving. But before we do move on, just, you know, want to pay some bills here. Guys, have you ever heard about Manscaped? Specialized in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped has helped me take my confidence from around a 45% all the way to 150. And yeah, that's a big jump, right? But I'm being 100% genuine here. You know, down there, you had, you know, you ever saw that show back in the day called Tales of the Crypt? The skeleton guy, his hair. Yeah, that's how my hair was looking. And after I used Manscaped, oh my God. Oh, man. It's like I just paid a bunch of landscapers to do my lawn. I do my own lawn, so lawn is horrible. But with Manscaped, listen, man, next level stuff. The ceramic blade, precisely engineered with the Skin Soft technology for you not to hurt yourself and end up at the hospital. Wireless charging, the light, because you know you could get a lot very dark down there. But the Performance Package 4.0, it comes with the nose hair trimmer, the crop preserver, and the crop reviver. Nice little accessories. Go check out the site. There's a lot of products you could choose from, and a lot of accessories comes with the 4.0 Performance Package as well. So, guys, use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off your orders. Shipping free worldwide. All the links will be in the description box down below. Trust me, your balls would thank you. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to keep it moving, and we're going to go on to the next game. And that next game we're going to talk about is a big one. It's a very, 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 very big one. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this one. It's the game coming up tomorrow between Arsenal and Aston Villa. This is a huge game. This is a huge game. And when I say huge, I mean huge. These are two big Premier League clubs, and it's a marquee affair. So I wish I could do a watch along for a game like this, but I'm not free on Fridays. So Arsenal in 12th come up against Aston Villa in 13th. Arsenal last game was a 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace, salvaged by Alexander Lacazette, of course. And Aston Villa give up a 2-0 lead against Wolverhampton Wanderers to lose the match 3-2. Not very good. Not very good by Dean Smith. Got to do better than that. It's called game management. But I guess Wolves wanted it more. So, in terms of their last meeting, Aston Villa did the double over Arsenal last season. And Aston Villa actually beat Arsenal the season before on match day 37 to help them survive the drop. But before that, it was all Arsenal, and I mean wins for Arsenal in every single game dating back to 2014. And it's sad, and that just exemplifies, it's exemplary of what Arsenal have been going through lately under, various managers. Arsene Wenger, Unai Emery, and now Mikel Arteta. But have Arsenal got their mojo back? That's a question that I have to pose to the people in the chat. Do they have their mojo back? Maybe not after drawing their last 2 games. That's not really having your mojo back type form, right? But they're unbeaten in their last 5 games after losing their first 3. So kudos to Arsenal. Definitely kudos to the Gunners. Look, you could see the head-to-head there, right there on screen. 52 games between each team, between each other. 11 wins for Villa, 27 for Arsenal, and 14 games have ended in draws. That's a record that's favoring Arsenal. Dean Smith against Arsenal, 5 games, 3 wins and 2 losses. Very good record against Mikel Arteta. 3 games, 3 wins for Dean Smith. So Mikel Arteta needs to turn this around. He has to turn this around, and it has to be done tomorrow. Not next week, not next year, but tomorrow. Okay? So in terms of news here, Bukayo Saka is a doubt for this game. And I did not watch the game on Monday, guys, because yet again, of course, I forgot the game was playing. Forgot the game was playing. Plus, I had to take my wife to the DMV. And actually, you know what? I'm lying to you. I did not forget the game was playing. I had to take the wife to the DMV. And I was kind of tired. So I said, I'm sleeping and I'll watch the game another time. I didn't watch the game. I did watch the highlights, though. And Arsenal were a bit lucky to get a point. But that foul, I think that was MacArthur on Bukayo Saka, where the ball was in the air and MacArthur just slapped Saka with his foot off the ground. Bite. I was like, Jesus Christ. And he didn't get sent off. He didn't get sent off. That should have been a red card. That definitely should have been something. You see what I mean? But, yeah, let me see if I could find something with that so I could show you guys what actually happened. Those of you guys who didn't see. Let me see if I could actually find something like that. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I could find. I'm pretty sure I could find something like really quick. MacArthur foul on Saka. He got a yellow card for that one. Right? He got a yellow card for that one. Let me see what happened here. Oh, my God. And that's why I think he picked up the injury. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to just share this short clip with you guys. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this one. I don't think I will, but I have to share this with you. You guys got to see this. This is a must-see. You see what I mean? You got to see this one. For those of you guys that didn't watch the game, you got to see this one. And let's get that one on screen. And I'm going to show you guys what actually transpired there. Let's take a look. Let's take a look briefly. Let's go. It's on somebody's TV. Look at this. Let me freeze it so you don't get picked up. Look at this. MacArthur, look at this. You're telling me you know what's going on. You know what's going on. Look at where the ball is. Look at where Saka is. MacArthur knows he cannot get this ball. It's impossible. And look at what he does. Come on, man. Come on. That should have been a red card. Like, how he didn't get a red card for that, I don't know. I don't know. But big up to everybody in the stream right now. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, man. Smash it up, smash it up, smash it up. So, Clutch King Mo is asking. He's asking, let me see. You do have a question here. Clutch King Mo. Whose job is on the line more? And I could see you utilizing that feature as a member where your comment is like right there, right? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Whose job is on the line more, Ole or Arteta? It has to be Arteta. Ole's job is not on the line. Let's just forget about that. His job is not on the line. If his job was on the line, they would have sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer already. His job, I repeat, is not on the line. Okay? It's not on the line. Not on the line. Arteta is still under pressure. Best believe that one. Still definitely under pressure. So, Saka could be a doubt for this game, guys. Definitely could be a doubt for this game. And Matty Cash, he's fit. Leon Bailey is fit. And Bertrand Traore is fit. Those guys were dealing with some injury problems. Did you know Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored in each of his last 3 Premier League matches at the Emirates Stadium? He has 42 Premier League goals in total at the stadium, only behind Robin van Persie's 46. Wow, legendary stuff there by Aubameyang. Could he score 4 like Patson Daka to give Arsenal a big win? Each of the last 9 Arsenal versus Aston Villa fixtures in the Premier League has featured at least 3 goals. Only Manchester City versus Newcastle has had a longer run, 11 matches. Yeah, my prediction has over 3 goals too, you know. Villa have won their last 3 Premier League meetings with Arsenal, as many as they had in their previous 36 against them in the competition, winning 3, drawing 9 and losing 24. They last won 4 consecutive league matches against the Gunners in September of 1962, way before my dad was born. Ollie Watkins scored 3 of Villa's 4 Premier League goals against Arsenal last season, coming from just 5 shots on target for the striker. And Ollie Watkins has not really been that great this season. You know, there's not Mings, but Danny Ings and Mings, but Danny Ings in the team to give him some competition there, so he's not like the main man up top. The Villa team is stacked up, but let's see how they fare against a resurgent Arsenal. So, look, it comes to the time where I let you guys know who I think is gonna win this game, right? Dean Smith. Dean Smith has been doing a 3 at the back thing as of late, you know what I mean? You have Konza, Twanzebe, Mings at the back with Cash, and you have Target playing as wingbacks, more attacking style, with Ings and Ollie Watkins up top being 2-prong attacking. You know, you have McGinn in the middle, Nakamba sometimes, and you have Buendia, the creative force. So, nice setup. Arsenal, similar setup too, but, you know, Arsenal could play a back 3 at times. I don't think they're going to go with a back 3 though. But Ben White and Gabriel, they have been forming a good partnership there. Tierney look good. Tomiyasu has fit in very, very well. And I think Xhaka is still out. Xhaka is definitely still out injured. So he's a miss. I almost forgot about Granit Xhaka, you know. So Thomas Partey would have to step up. Lukanga, who made an error in the last game there against Crystal Palace, holding on to the ball way too long, would have to step up as well. And, you know what I'm saying? I didn't actually talk too much about that game, you know, that Crystal Palace Arsenal game, but I have mentioned it. But, look, Saka, he'll be a big miss if he doesn't start. But they do have players who could step in and play the role, right? Odegaard did play a deeper role in the game against Crystal Palace. Could we see him dropping back? And could we see Pepe, Lacazette, and Smith Rowe starting in the absence of Saka with Aubameyang up top? That's another option, right? So they do have the players, and Lacazette's in form and everything. They do have the players that could step in and give Mikel Arteta the impetus that he needs to succeed here. As for Villa, they badly need to bounce back. You see what I mean? Definitely need to bounce back. In their last 5 games, they have 3 L's. That is not good. That is not good. They started well this season, but seems like form is kind of so-so right now. 13th with 10 points. Maybe Dean Smith would have to stop experimenting, but it's very difficult for him because he wants to feature, you know, at Ings or Watkins in the team at the same time. And then you have guys like Traore and El Ghazi and Leon Bailey, stiff competition. So he has a headache in terms of selection. So, look, I think these teams are going to cancel each other out. I see another 2-2 draw in this game here. I don't think Arsenal will lose the match. And I don't think Aston Villa would lose the game either. They're going to cancel each other out. 2-2. Arsenal to draw yet another game. 3 on the trot. 3 on the trot. And I did see what you call it, AFTV video title that says, so, you know, we're celebrating draws now. You better celebrate the draws because they're much better than losing 3 in a row like you did at the beginning of the season. So a draw is another positive result for Arsenal in my opinion. You see what I mean? That would take them to 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 L's this season. So what's your prediction for this one? Let me know. That'll be 5 games in. We'll have 5 more to talk about. 5 big games where we do have to talk about Chelsea, Norwich, Brighton, Man City, Brentford, Leicester, West Ham, Tottenham, and the big one between Manchester United and Liverpool. So what we got here? Villa are missing that Grealish fear factor, says Clutch King Mo, who is a member. Thanks for being a member of the channel. We have, what else we have here? AFCON might see player miss from Boxing Day to late February. News. Yeah, this has been the news that's been coming out. I did go on Twitter, and I did see that situation on the African Cup of Nations trending. I did drop a video on that early on in the season, and I did talk about that, but none of us really factored in the fact that they could be leaving a bit earlier. People only looked at when the games started, and they said, hey, man, yeah, they're only missing such and such games. You see what I mean? So what we could do really quick is just take a quick look at the AFCON since you mentioned that. AFCON 2022. Let's take a look at that and see when the games actually start. Let's take a look at that. AFCON. Let's go. Total AFCON. Let me see the matches. All right. The games start January 9th. January 9th. Okay. So Boxing Day is a little early in terms of when the players leave, though. You know what I'm saying? I would think the players would leave like after New Year's, you see what I mean, to meet up with their various camps. So I don't know where that news is coming from. The competition starts January 9th. Why would they leave on Boxing Day? You see what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. So we're not going to linger too much on that one at all. We won't. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Gupta is saying Arsenal 2. Aston Villa 1. Smith Rowe scores for my fantasy Premier League team. All right. So what else we have here in terms of comments, man? Big up to everybody in here. Mona Bailey, Mo Casey in the house. We have Mayans Computing and Tech. How are you? Robert Robinson. Big up to everybody in here. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up. We got 100 plus people in here. Come on, guys. Like the video. Smash up the thumbs up button. All right, so with that being said, guys, we're going to move on. Haaland news trending. Why? Why is it trending? Why is Erling Haaland trending? So we're going to move on. 2-2 draw between Arsenal and Aston Villa. And in terms of their next games, 12th plate, Arsenal will play Leeds in the EFL Cup. And then they play Leicester City in the Premier League. Oh, man. Tough games coming up. As for Villa, their next game will be against West Ham United. Then they face Southampton. So with that being said, we're going to move on to match number 6. We are moving on pretty fast today. I like that. I like that, man. I like that. Usually I take my time. I'm talking about a whole lot of stuff. Going here, going there, going down that rabbit hole, this rabbit hole. But not today. Not today. So Chelsea versus Norwich. Could this be the game when Norwich picks up their first win? It is a possibility. It is a possibility because Chelsea, in my opinion, has been struggling in the Premier League despite winning. Sounds weird, but they're scraping over the finish line game after game. Could this be a game when Norwich finally break their duck? I'll let you know towards the end of the analysis of these two teams, okay? So let's not jump the gun here. Chelsea versus Norwich City, right? First place Chelsea, first in the league table, versus bottom place Norwich. So first versus 20th. So big up to the boy Flynn, man. Thank you there, Flynn. $7.99 super chat from Australia. Appreciate that. Flynn says, do you reckon Arteta is the next manager to get sacked? Nah. Arteta is not the next manager to get sacked. I have a feeling Claudio Ranieri has a higher chance of getting sacked than Arteta. Ranieri at Watford. Yeah, I've said it. Ranieri. You look around the grounds, Solskjaer, I don't think he's under any pressure to get sacked. That's what they always come out and say. Yeah, he's not getting sacked. Unless Man United lose their next 5 games. I don't think they lose all their next 5 games. I thought they were going to lose yesterday against Atalanta, and they didn't. So, yeah, man, every time Solskjaer is down in a hole, the team always finds a way to dig him out. You see what I mean? And Solskjaer said in the interview that, don't disrespect the players, you know? Yeah. No, the players always dig you out. They always dig you out. The Norwich City manager, I don't think, is under any pressure because the last time he was the manager when they got relegated and they didn't sack him. So, you never know. You never, ever know. You never know. I don't think Leeds would want to sack Bielsa either. You know, so Sean Dyche isn't going to get sacked by Burnley. So when you look at the table, really, Hassan Hutel, yeah, you know, I think if they would have sacked him, they would have sacked him already because he got 9-0 twice in 2 seasons, you know what I mean? 2018-19 and 2019-20, he got 9-0, right? Yeah, right? Yeah? I don't think that'll happen to Southampton in 2021. Hope I'm not going to come back and actually clip this out and say, never knew that was going to happen. But, yeah, right now, in terms of the manager under the most pressure for me, it was Steve Bruce, and he got sacked. And I don't think it's Arteta. Arteta would keep picking up good results, in my opinion. I think the manager under the most pressure is Claudio Ranieri because Watford do like to sack their managers. And Ranieri's job is not safe. Not because he's new. Watford have sacked 2 managers a season before. So thanks there, Flynn, for the $7.99 super chat. Do appreciate that. And we are going to talk about Chelsea versus Norwich City. So Chelsea, in their last game against Brentford, they narrowly won the match, a goal to 0. And it was because of Edward Mendy's brilliance why they held on to that win. Chelsea did brush aside Zenit St. Petersburg 4-0 in the UEFA Champions League group stages. And Norwich picked up back-to-back draws against Burnley and Brighton and Hove Albion to pick up their first 2 points this season. What happened the last time Chelsea and Norwich met each other, you may ask? Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. Chelsea have not lost a single game to Norwich in their last 10 games dating back to 2012, okay? And the best results for Norwich was a home draw in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup where there was a replay and they lost the replay. Well, the FA Cup, and they lost the replay 6-4 on penalties back in 2018. They had a draw at Stamford Bridge back in 2014 in the Premier League as well. So in terms of their head-to-head, 18 games in the Premier League, 4 wins for Norwich, 3 draws, and 11 wins for Chelsea. The last time Norwich picked up a win against Chelsea, guys, you got to go back to the 1994-95 season. God damn. That's a long time. That is a really long time, man. That is a long time, and that was in the Premier League. That's a long time. The 4 wins against Chelsea all came in the early 90s when Chelsea weren't shit. You know what I'm saying? You know that. You know that. That's no secret. You know. But it's a struggle. It's been a struggle ever since. It's been, what? How many years is that? That's like 20, 25 years? 26, 27 years Norwich has been struggling against Chelsea. So struggles could continue. Look, for Chelsea, A negative in the game against Zenit, they did lose Lukaku and Timo Werner. And Thomas Tuchel said that both players would be out for a few games, right? They'll be out for a few games. And if we take a look at the next few games for Chelsea, they will miss the Norwich game. 26, they will miss the Southampton game in the EFL Cup. Don't know if they would have featured anyways. And the game against Newcastle on October 30th, they could miss that one as well. And who knows, maybe the game against Malmo, they might rest them up. So maybe 4. And then they have Burnley. They don't. So we might see those players come back after the international break, or maybe just before the international break, according to how serious those injuries are. But not like they're going to miss anything with Lukaku out anyways. He has not been scoring. You know what I'm saying? So what are they missing? Please tell me. Timo Werner? Listen, I know Timo Werner has been scoring a few goals here and there for Germany and a few goals, here and there for Chelsea. But Chelsea fans, please do not make any arguments for Timo Werner and his lackluster goal-scoring form, where he's played about. Let me let you know the stats, right? I know people, it's not about goals and it's not about goals. Okay, it's not about goals. If you don't score goals, you don't win games. It's that simple. Christian Pulisic would also be out with an ankle injury. He's been on the sidelines for some time, right? Before I let you know the Timo Werner thing, this will be the first time the Germans, Daniel Farke and Thomas Tuchel, are meeting each other. Farke with 4 games against Chelsea, yet to pick up a single win. As for Norwich City, though, and their injuries, I don't have anything on that. It doesn't matter. To be 100% real, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. They could come with their full strength team. I don't know if it would actually affect the result, to be completely real here. You see what I'm saying? To be completely real. Should I even continue talking about this game? Am I going to give Norris a chance in this game? Should I? But let me get into the did you know part. Ben Chilwell has scored in each of his last 3 Premier League appearances for Chelsea, having scored just twice in his first 26 appearances for the club in the competition. So even though Lukaku and Timo Werner ain't scoring a lot of goals, you have guys like Ben Chilwell still stepping up. Alonso whenever he does feature, Kai Havertz, even Andreas Christensen, who I think got his first Chelsea goal set up by Thiago Silva. So they do have the creative force in the team. They do have the guys that's going to score the goals in the absence of Lukaku and Timo Werner. Still. You see what I'm saying? Still. Chelsea have won 10 of their last 12 Premier League matches against Norwich, drawing 2. Last losing to them in the competition in December of 1994. Norwich are looking to keep 3 consecutive Premier League clean sheets for the first time since November 2012. Then their third match was a 1-0 victory over the league leaders, Man United. Could they do that over the now league leaders, Chelsea? To be honest, for me as a City fan, that'll be great, That'll be great. Chelsea need to lose a few games. After winning their first 2 Premier League matches at Chelsea in 92-93 and 93-94, Norwich have just taken 1 point from their subsequent 7 trips to Stamford Bridge, drawing 1 and losing 6. Andy Madley will be the ref for this game. So just to give you guys the stuff on Timo Werner really quick, just so you get some information on what's going on with the German starlet. Supposed to be a starlet, but he's not been shining so brightly for Chelsea. Just want to put it out there. So Timo Werner, right? Just want to take a look at his record. And I know Chelsea fans are going to get all, they're going to get all antsy and they're going to get all defensive when it comes to Timo Werner, right? They are. They always do. They always try to defend their players. But instead of defending your players, just come to the realization that the man has not been good for you. If you're a forward, a striker in the team, right? Whether you play left wing, right wing, secondary striker, center forward, you're there to score goals, right? You're there. That's why you're in the forward position and not deep in the midfield or defense. Even those players score goals. More goals than Timo Werner. 2021-22 season, Timo Werner has 7 Premier League appearances, 1 goal and 1 assist in 388 minutes. You see what I'm saying? What are you doing on the field? Are you wasting time? You get what I mean? Are you wasting time on the people's field? Champions League, 1 match, no goal, right? Last season, 2020-21, 12 Champions League games, 4 goals, 2 assists. Not bad. Premier League, 35 games, 12 assists, 6 goals. That's not good enough. It's your first season, struggled. If you go back to the Bundesliga, and this is why this is a very, very important stat, guys. This is a very, very important stat when it comes to Timo Werner, right? Let me get his face on the screen for y'all so you could see his face. You could relate to what I'm talking about right now. This is a comparison of what he did in the Bundesliga to tell people that the Bundesliga and the Premier League is not the same beast. Last season in the Bundesliga, he played 34 games. He scored 28 goals and picked up 8 assists. 28 in 34 matches, right? While for Chelsea, he has already played 62 games while he's only scored 14 goals and picked up 16 assists. Tell me if that's acceptable. Please, somebody tell me if that's acceptable. In the same period, 62 games for Chelsea, and let me tell you about, let's say, 64 league games for RB Leipzig. Timo Werner has 44 goals and 17 assists. Please, stop defending Timo Werner. He has flopped in the Premier League. And that's all I'm going to say with that one, and I'm going to move on. And I just want to touch on Romelu Lukaku and his worrying form so far for Chelsea, because you have to worry. You got to worry. You paid 115 million euros for this kid, and he has not been scoring. You see what I mean? He scored 3 goals, and that was in his first 2 games, right? First 3 games. So, against Liverpool, didn't score. Scored against Arsenal, scored 2 against Villa. Played 90 against Spurs, didn't score. Chelsea won. Played against City, 90, didn't do anything. Played 90 against Southampton, didn't score again. Played 77 minutes against Brentford, also didn't score. That is worrying. That has to be worrying if you're a Chelsea fan, right? Nah, Chelsea fans are not going to worry because they're going to keep defending Romelu Lukaku. They're going to keep defending him. That's what they're going to do. They're going to keep defending him. But he's played in the Carabao Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League. 11 matches for Chelsea. And he has 4 goals and 1 assist. 11 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. Maybe not terrible. Maybe not terrible. But when you check the run of games that he has not scored in, that is where it's very, very worrying for Romelu Lukaku. That is where it's worrying. Because, oh, you know what? Still talking about, not talking about Timo Werner, right? So let's get to Lukaku before we do move on. I just wanted to share these things because these are big issues. These are big issues that could haunt Chelsea in the near future, right? And plus with them being out and them coming back, they could actually be out of form coming back into... You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So, look. Romelu Lukaku here. Romelu Lukaku scored against Zenit, didn't score against Juventus, didn't score against Malmo. And if you check the last games, that's 6 games in a row. 6 games in a row that he has not scored in. 6. That is unacceptable. Maybe 7. Maybe 7. Maybe I'm getting... Yeah, 7 games in a row. 7 games, including the EFL Cup game. He only played 14 minutes in that game, so still it counts. 7 games in a row that Romelu Lukaku has not scored. That is simply unacceptable. I just want to put that out there. But, look, we are going to move on. And my prediction for this game, I'm still going for Chelsea to win the game. Chelsea to win the game. 3-0. They still have enough firepower to beat Norwich. Norwich has not been good. Let's just put it out there. Norwich are going right back down in the championship, where they might just win that and come back up again. Because Norwich are a championship team. Take a look at the squad. Look. It's a championship team. Look at the squad. It's a championship team. Timo Pukki ain't going to save you. It's a championship team. You didn't score any in the last 2 games. You haven't won any game this season. You've just been terrible. Norwich, 0. Chelsea, 3. Norwich, you're going down like Mary J. Blige. So, with that being said, we're going to move on. But for Chelsea, let's talk about their next games. Chelsea will play against Southampton in the EFL Cup next. Then they play Newcastle in the Premier League before facing Malmo on the road in the Champions League. For Norwich City, the struggling Norwich City, the Canaries are still winless this season. They play Leeds United after Chelsea and then Brentford. Then they have Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle. Yeah, 5 games where your win ratio is a bit higher. But let's see if they're going to take advantage of that. I highly doubt it. So, with that being said, we're going to move right on. But what are you guys saying in the chat right now? Big up to everybody in here right now. We are getting into the nitty-gritty. Going to move on to the 6th game. And that game will be the game between Manchester City and Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton has been doing well this season, so they're not going to be a walkover. They're not going to be a pushover whatsoever. So you got to be very, very careful of this Brighton team, where in the last game against City, they did pick up a victory. So, you know, I got to be careful. This is my team, guys. If you don't know, I'm a Man City fan. If you don't know by now, welcome to the channel if you're new. Make sure you subscribe. And guys, we have hit 47,000 subscribers. 47,000. We are 3,000 away from the half century. And then we're going to push towards 100K. It's going to be tough, but where there's a will, there's a way. All right, so Brighton versus Manchester City. You see the stats here, 8 meetings between them, 7 wins for City and 1 win for Brighton. That win came last season. No draws. A lot of goals between these two teams, mostly scored by Manchester City. This would be an away game at the Amex Stadium. And let's see if the Seagulls do fly in any weather here. So for their last game, Norwich and Brighton played to a 0-0 draw. Man City beat Burnley 2-0 and smashed Club Brugge in the Champions League 5-1. So 4th place, Brighton versus 3rd place, Manchester City. What did these teams do last season? It's crazy that Brighton are like right there with 15 points, right? Only 25 points needed to survive the drop. And this has been the best start ever for Brighton in their Premier League history, and maybe their top flight history as well. While Man City, 2 points behind Chelsea on top, 1 point behind Liverpool in second, would just need to continue winning to, you know, keep the pressure on the teams above them and look to successfully defend their Premier League title. Right, last time these two teams met, a 3-2 win for Brighton and Hove Albion. That was a very, very weird game, I must say, where Man City went 2-0 up, Gundogan in the 2nd minute, Foden in the 48th minute. But it was a strange second half, though, where Trossard in the 50th, Adam Webster in the 72nd, and Dan Burn in the 76th give Brighton a resounding 3-0 victory. That's what you call bottling a lead. So you hear me talk about Atalanta battling the lead last night against Manchester United. We've done it before. We've done it. Aston Villa did it. We've done it. They all did it. All the clubs have done it, though. And Graham Potter meets Pep Guardiola. I like to call Brighton the mini Manchester City. 8 games, 1 win for Brighton, 7 wins for City. 23 goals scored for Man City, 5 for Brighton. So those 3 goals last season, big. Before that, they only scored 2. So good stuff, quality stuff. That was Brighton's first win against Man City ever, and Potter's first win against Man City and Pep Guardiola. And first loss City versus Brighton, and Pep versus Brighton as well. And Pep versus Potter. So, look, City versus Brighton, are we going to see a similar situation, or is just because Man City had already won the league last season why that happened? I don't really like to make excuses. I think they won the game fair and square, and they deserve the credit for doing so. And Brighton do have 2 wins in their last 10 meetings. They did win a second round EFL Cup game against City back in 2008. 5-3 on penalties. And that's not even a win when you really look at it. That's a draw. That is a draw. You go back to, in terms of history, Brighton defeated Manchester City back in 1981 in the first division. And they also got a win in the first division back in 1979. So they had an FA Cup win in 1982. And they had a League Cup win back in I talked about the League Cup win back in 2008 already. So they do have, some success against Manchester City back in the day, and 2 successes lately. So in terms of injuries, man, Ferran Torres would be out for a while for Manchester City. Broke a bone in his foot. Danny Welbeck and Steven Alzate is a doubt for this game, while Adam Webster could be back in the fray for Brighton and Hove Albion. Did you know? Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne has scored in consecutive Premier League matches for the first time since September 2020. Only once before has the Belgium scored in 3 consecutive appearances in the competition, doing so in September-October of 2015. Having lost their first 7 Premier League matches against City by an aggregate of 21-2, Brighton and Hove Albion came from 2-0 down to win 3-2 in their last meeting in the competition in May. Brighton scored more goals in their last match against City than they had in their previous 8 matches against them in our competition too, which tells you that Brighton and Hove Albion are on the come up, and look at where they are in the table this season. City have never lost back-to-back league meetings with Brighton. Overall, losing 4 of their 22 previous such matches against the Seagulls, winning 14, drawing 4, and losing 4. Kevin Friend would be the ref for this game. Look, my prediction here, I don't see Man City losing to Brighton. I don't see it happening. Even though Brighton have been good this season, you could see that they're kind of getting back into that mold as the draw kings of the league. They're not really scoring a lot of goals, and they're not conceding a lot of goals either. But, City have been in very, very good form, to say the least. Only losing 2 matches this season, on opening day against Tottenham Hotspur, and that match against Messi and Mbappe and Neymar against PSG. Like, anybody would lose against them, right? But, look, Man City have been playing well. Rotating. The defense have looked good. Ederson have looked good even in his absence. Zach Steffen stepped in and did well. And we don't have a lot of injuries where Zinchenko is back fit, Gundogan back fit, Stones fit again. The team's looking good. The team's looking very, very good. And it's looking good enough to actually go on to defend their title. I got to put it out there. I know I might be, kind of ruffling the feathers of some of the opposition fans watching the video right now, but still, it's the fact. I think City is still the team to fare, though. Still the team to fare. 2 draws, 5 wins, and a loss this season. 16 goals scored, 3 conceded. And look, Brighton, as much as they've been very, very good, I don't see them playing this game with a lot of the ball. They'll be defending for their lives. They do have players like Cucurella with some pace that could get by. I don't know if Tariq Lamptey would feature in this game. His pace could also be a threat if he does feature. Neil Maupay is not the quickest guy. Leandro Trossard could be a problem. That guy Trossard is a problem. There could also be a problem in set-piece situations where Lewis Dunk and Dan Burn are 2 of the tallest players in the world. And we know that Shane Duffy, oh man, when it comes to a corner, that man is deadly by heading them in. So you got to be aware of the Irish man there. So look, with that being said, I don't know if Yves Bissouma, who got locked up recently, is going to feature in this game. He's a quality player. I hope he get through his legal woes. Quality team there, Brighton. I gotta say. I'm scratching my head, not for the game though. My head is like definitely scratching me right now. I'm gonna go for City to win the game 2-0. And you guys should know if I do think that Man City are gonna, if I think Man City are gonna lose or draw, I will let you know. You see what I'm saying? You know that. But I think we're gonna win this. We're not gonna blow Brighton away. We definitely won't blow them away. But we're going to win the game 2-0. So let me know your prediction in the chat right now. Let me know if you have any thoughts on this game. So what we see? So Harry Morgan is saying a 2-2 draw. Wow. You have Brighton scoring 2 goals. Okay. That's okay. It'll be a struggle, but I think City will win 2-0. Yeah, we may struggle to break him down at times. But I think we have the guys in the team to get the balls in the back of the net, man. You know what I mean? We've been scoring goals from all over the park, and look, Brighton may be compact, but we'll get behind. Robert Sanchez has been good for them this season as well. He's been playing for Spain too. But I think Man City should get the win. The worst result we could get from this game is a draw, in my opinion. I don't think we'll lose to Brighton. Don't think it'll happen. Monomeli 2-1 to City. I don't even think we'll concede in this game. I think we'll win the game with a clean sheet. So, what else we got here? Big up to Paloma, man. Big up to Paloma. One Voice Man City saying, we need to go in Brighton house shirtless, walk around like we own the place, take the food from their fridge. I like that. Dom, you said Hotspur. Yeah, man, I slipped up. You know, sometimes you slip up, man. Damian Hustlin, big up yourself. I look forward to the prediction. AD, McLovin. What else we got here? Chioma, Joseph in the house as well. Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. Also, big up to Jews, who I just blocked for spamming. No need to spam. You know what I'm saying? No need. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to block you. But please don't spam. Don't spam, all right? I'll give you a break. Next time you spam, you're definitely getting blocked for real. Look at me having mercy. You see what I mean? Dom, if City sells Sterling, how much would you sell him for? Just give me 50 mil. Give me 50 mil. I'll take 50 million. 50 million pounds. 50 million pounds for depreciation. 50 million pounds. 50 million pounds and you could take him. Newcastle. You hear that 50 million pounds that is rumored to be the purse for Newcastle in January? Yeah, take Sterling. Give us 50 million pounds. Guys, make sure you like the video if you haven't yet done so. Let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up. If you smash the dislike button for what I said about Timo Werner, Lukaku, listen, man, I don't know what to say about you. You can keep the dislike right there. So, anyways, let's keep it moving, though. Let's keep it moving. Let us see if Man City continue, to pick up wins. Let's see if Brighton continue to be very, very good this season. So, don't want to stay forever on this game. I've been doing well. An hour 28 minutes so far. I've been doing very, very well in terms of today's stream. So, look, for Manchester City, the next game will be against West Ham in the EFL Cup round of 16 this Wednesday. And then Crystal Palace in the League and Club Brugge in the Champions League. As for Brighton and Hove Albion, their next game will be against Leicester in the Cup and then Liverpool in the Premier League. So good luck. Good luck to Brighton. The Seagulls, do they fly in any weather? Or they're going to lose the next couple games. They do have Man City, Leicester, and Liverpool. Very, very tough games. Let's see how they fare. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game, and this is a big one between newly promoted Brentford, who has been very, very impressive, and Leicester City. This would be their first ever meeting in the Premier League. First ever meeting in the Premier League era. I will get some info on the last time these teams met in the lower leagues and maybe previously in the first division, the old first division. I have all the info for you guys here. So, look. Let us talk. Thanks to everybody in here right now. Thanks to everybody who like up the thing, super chatted, all the members, all the guys who just continue to support the thing. You guys are the real deal, man. Real deal, Holyfield, the real McCoy, all of the above. So, Brentford, Leicester. Brentford in 9th, Leicester in 11th. What an impressive start to the Premier League campaign for Brentford. Not so much for Leicester, but it seems like they're going to get things kicking again. So, Brentford with a 1-0 loss against Chelsea in their last game. Leicester with a 4-2 win against Manchester United. And a 4-3 win in the Europa League against Spartak Moscow. That game was played on a Wednesday. Surprise, surprise. But Leicester have scored 8 goals in their last 2 games. But a worrying stat is they have conceded 5. They got to work on that. So, in terms of the last meeting between these two teams, they did meet in the 4th round of the FA Cup back in 2021, where Leicester won 3-1, and they met again in the 4th. Well, that was actually a no, that was not a replay. It seems like they met in the FA Cup two years in a row. That's weird. That is weird. They met in the 4th round of the FA Cup in 2020, and in I didn't notice that. Brentford lost both games. All matches between these two teams, all games. I need to do an 11 versus 11 search here because I need to give you guys some information on Brentford and Leicester going back in the day. I have to, because I just can't allow this one to go by without giving you some information at all. I can't do that. Can't do it. Cannot do it. So let me just gather that information right now for you. Premier League, we have... Let me get Leicester. I'm pretty sure there's more between these two teams. There has to be more. Has to be more. Head-to-head. Brentford. Let me see. Brentford. Okay. So, Brentford and Leicester. All right. I got it for you guys. I got it for you. And I'm going to switch the screen to show you guys, what's going on real quick. Just real quick. Let's go. 11 versus 11. Leicester versus Brentford. 1936 was their first meeting. You see that? And the last time they met was in the FA Cup that I just talked about. Before those 2 FA Cup meetings, they did meet in the first division back in 1993, right? And Leicester have been the better team dating back all the way to 1953. So Leicester, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Their record is 13 wins, 10 draws, and 6 losses against Brentford. And guys, if you ever want to do any head-to-head, check out the site 11 versus 11. Not sponsored whatsoever. All right? Definitely not sponsored by 11 versus 11. So, look, we're not gonna linger too much on the head-to-head part. I just wanted to give you guys that in terms of the last meeting. Wesley Fofana is still out with a broken leg, and James Justin still out indefinitely. Papi Mendy as well still out for Leicester City, with guys like Johnny Evans back fit after a recent spell on the sidelines. Josh Da Silva is out for Brentford with a hip injury, and any other injuries for them would be just niggles, and most of their players would be available for this game. So with that being said, let's just go back. Did you know, guys? Did you know? Leicester striker Jamie Vardy has scored in each of his last 4 Premier League matches. A goal here would make him the 8th player to have 3 different runs of scoring in 5 consecutive Premier League matches after Sergio Aguero, 7, Alan Shearer, 5, Ruud van Nistelrooy, 4, Thierry Henry, Robbie Keane, Michael Owen, and Robin van Persie, all 3. Brentford are winless in their last 7 meetings with Leicester in all competitions. They in back to 1953. So you see they have that information right there. Both Brentford's Premier League defeats so far have come in home matches versus Brighton and Chelsea, while 5 of their 7 goals conceded in the competition have come at home at the Brentford Community Stadium. Yeah, they need to show up that stadium. They got to get that stadium, secured. Since recording back-to-back shutouts at Fulham and Wolves back in February, Leicester are without a clean sheet in their last 11 Premier League away matches, the longest such run since October of 2019. However, the Foxes have also scored in each of those 11 matches. Simon Hooper will be the referee here. So, look, in terms of my prediction for this game, look, Leicester have been in good goal scoring form as of late, if you guys have not noticed, right? Look at what they did against Manchester United. If that's any indication here, Leicester are definitely on an upward trajectory. They scored 4 against Spartak Moscow, 4 against Man United, but did conceded 5. They scored 2 against Crystal Palace, but conceded 2 as well. So their defense is a bit worrying. They did score 2 against Burnley, but conceded 2 as well. So you see, they scored 2 against Napoli, and so they conceded 2 as well. So it's a bit worrying in their defense. Conceded 4 against West Ham United. It's a bit worrying, but what's a good sign for Brendan Rodgers and his boys is that they're scoring goals again. Jamie Vardy getting into the act. Iheanacho involved a lot. And Patson Daka, their new signee, looks like he's getting in form. The other guys just need to step up. A Harvey Barnes, and a Jose Perez whenever he gets his chance. Guys like Ademola Lookman. And the other players as well got to step up like Soyuncu did in the last game. And Daka as well against Manchester United. So with that being said, Brentford has been so impressive at the start of their Premier League campaign. They have picked up some positive results, and when they did lose, they look good still. They really give a good fight. However, their home form is a bit worrying, and Thomas Frank has to find a solution for this one. They have 12 points in 8 games. That's a great start. Only 2 L's. And look, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a very, very good game. Are we going to see Johan Wissa off the bench maybe a little earlier, maybe around the 65th minute to work his magic, or even from the start? Let's see if that happens. But Mbeumo and Ivan Toney, they got to take their chances. Whenever you get the chances, you got to be a bit more clinical. Got to be clinical. Sergi Canos and the other left back there, what's his name? Rico Henry. These guys have to dart more balls into the box as well. You see, Jensen and Norgard is going to be a problem in the midfield. So, look, with that being said, I'm going for Leicester to win this game. 2-1 though. They will concede. It might even be a 3-2 win for Leicester, but I'm going for a 2-1 win. I just don't see them losing this game. I see them getting the better of Brentford FC here. Might just be a win for Brentford. They've proven me wrong multiple times this season. But I'm going to go for Leicester City to win 2-1. Up with the Foxes. And with that being said, for Leicester, their next game will be against Brighton in the EFL Cup. And then they play Arsenal at home at the King Power. So for Brentford, their next game in the league, well, they do actually play the EFL Cup. They play Stoke City. They should win that one, but you never know. It's a cup game. And then they play Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle in their next 3 games where, who knows, they might just win them all. Win them all. So that's it for that game. That's 8 matches down, 2 to go. West Ham, Tottenham, Man United versus Liverpool coming up. So let's go. Let us go. Let's talk about that game. But before I do, let's move on to the game. But before I do, we're going to actually... Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, though. Talk to me. So, Harry Morgan is saying, Dom, you are absolutely genius. We know you're a Liverpool fan, not City. Now show the red shirt. Okay. What else we have? Josh Byrne, dang, next month would be a year subscription to the channel. Thank you very much there, Josh Byrne, for being a member. The memberships, first year haven't done great in terms of recruiting new members to the channel, but we in this for the long run. You see what I mean? Let's hope the second year since I opened memberships is a lot better than the first. Big up to Dane Richards in the house. Daka and Iheanacho on form. Victor Alexander, I have given you 2 thumbs up for that accent. It's brilliant. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that, man. Guys, we need 12 more thumbs up to get to 75. Smash it. Let's make it happen. I feel like Brentford is always playing at home, right? Yeah, I know, right? David, Dom, if City sells Sterling, oh yeah, I answered this question already. Brighton ain't easy to break down. Mona Maley. Big up to everybody in the house, man. Appreciate you guys being a part of the movement. So with that being said, we got 2 more games. I can't believe, guys, I'm doing this in record time today. I think my last 2 live streams have been very, very effective. I'm finding ways to actually get all games covered and covered in good time. You see what I mean? Which is very, very good. Very, very good. Because not everybody have 3 and 4 hours to actually come to the live stream or even watch the replay, right? So it's a good thing. Good thing I'm doing here. I don't want to make it super short, but around 2 hours is the sweet spot. So let's talk about this game. West Ham versus Spurs or Tottenham. I should not be saying hot Spurs. I vowed not to call them hot. They're not hot. They do play in the Europa Conference League today. That's how they're not hot. That's how hot they're not. Oh, man. Anyways, let's talk. Let us talk. Let us talk Spurs, West Ham. Spurs, West Ham. Be a home game. A lot of bubbles in this game at the London Stadium. 7th place. West Ham. They actually play Genk today in the Europa League. So good luck to the Hammers. Good luck to the Irons. And they picked up a 1-0 win against Everton in their last Premier League game. I will be watching West Ham's game today. I will be watching them. I have been following them in the Europa League. I will be watching this game today. If I do remember. Because sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I get caught up dropping my wife to work and things like that. And then I don't remember that there's games playing. So West Ham, 7th. Tottenham in 5th. Tottenham, they play Vitesse today in the Europa Conference League. I won't be watching that game. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe the game played already. I don't even know, man. You see? And they did beat Newcastle 3-2. Well, it was a comfortable win, to say the least. Newcastle scored first, Tottenham scored 3, and then Newcastle scored a late goal there. So, comfortable win. Newcastle's first game being taken over by the Saudi Arabians. So, Tottenham, not bad after, losing a few games there. It seems like they're getting their act together again. And they're 5th, 2 wins in their last 2, 15 points. Are they going to get 3 points from this game against the Hammers? This is a London derby, a big game. Big game. What happened between these 2 teams last season, you may ask? West Ham won the last game back in February at home, 2-1, and it was a spectacular 3-3 draw in the previous game, and that was the game where Lanzini scored in the 94th minute. Long distance shot, one of the best goals you could ever see. Tottenham were 3-0 up in 16 minutes and allowed West Ham in the last 8 minutes off, 12 minutes of the game to actually come back to get a point. So that was a memorable fixture. You know what? With that being said, who knows? I might just have to do a flashback of some of these games that were played last season that I talked about. That was a memorable one. Maybe something like that. Maybe I work on a few flashbacks. I don't know if you guys would actually watch them, but I have to get a few flashbacks out. You see what I'm saying? I have to put out a couple clips as well. You know what I mean? I do work very hard on this channel, you guys. I don't think you guys even understand how hard I work on this channel. I work on this channel every day, maybe almost every hour of the day. I'm joking with that one, but I do work very, very hard on the channel, man. And look, I couldn't have done it without you guys subscribing, and we got to 47,000, and we are already heading towards 48. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to try to hit 50K by the end of January. I'm aiming to do that by the time the AFCON gets wrapped up, a tournament that I will be covering as well. But I'm just trying to put out smarter content. You see what I'm saying? Less Man City videos, right? The less Man City videos I do, the better the channel will do. Am I right? People are like, yeah, we don't care about the Man City content, bro. We don't care. You see, we don't care about the Man City content, man. Definitely don't. But yeah, man, just gonna continue with the Champions League, Premier League, the World Cup stuff, a few breaking news articles. Just try my best, man. This ain't easy, you know what I mean? It ain't easy, especially when you have a family and you have a full-time job as well. Well, a career, because I've been working the same job for the last 8 years, just so you know. So, big up everybody. Mona Bailey says we do care. You care, but the majority don't care. But Mona Bailey, just so you know, as a City fan, bro, I always talk about City. So if you look at the live streams, I will put out timestamps so you could find a City game. You always could find a City game, bro. Guys, don't forget to be a part of the Discord server. Be a part of the Discord server. The link is in the description box down below, where you could give me ideas if you want to hear me talk about anything particular on the channel. If you want to have a discussion with the other people in the server as well, where we could discuss games. And it's just the start of bigger things to come in terms of the Discord server as well. So let's continue. West Ham versus Tottenham. David Moyes versus Nuno Espirito Santo. 50 matches between these two teams. 16 wins for West Ham, 24 wins for Spurs. 10 games have ended in draws. In terms of their home record, West Ham do have 11 wins, 11 losses, and 3 draws. So not a lot of losses. Not a lot of draws, pardon me, between these two teams when they do meet at the London Stadium or the previous home. What was that? Upton Park? The previous home ground for West Ham United. Look, recent history between these two teams. I was talking about that. That's where I left off. The previous season, Spurs did do the double over West Ham, but West Ham did go unbeaten last season against Tottenham Hotspur. West Ham do have 3 wins in the last 10 games, 2 draws, and 5 else. So, lately in the last 5 games, they have been doing a lot better. 2 wins and a draw and 2 losses in the Premier League. Not bad at all. In terms of injuries here, Thomas Soucek. I forgot to actually talk about this, guys. And I do apologize. I don't know how I didn't talk about this on Sunday, right? I didn't talk about Soucek and his facial injury. And I have to actually touch on that one. I have an article here to share with you guys about that. I have so many things to talk about, man. I have to come back with my rabbit hole streams, I do have to come back with my rabbit hole streams. The football rabbit hole, I did 2 episodes. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I got discouraged and said, whatever, man, I'm not doing this. Nobody cares about this. I have to get that out of my head and just do it. You see what I'm saying? Just do it. This is Thomas Soucek, man. Thomas Soucek forced to undergo plastic surgery following horrific facial injury. Thomas Soucek was accidentally struck in the face by Salomon Rondon's studs, leaving him with several cuts around his eye, lip, and nose. I didn't actually remember to talk about this, but I knew that it happened, and yeah, man. And if you could see here on Twitter, the Chelsea fans are absolutely worried that Kepa Arrizabalaga is going to be in goal for them when it comes to what you call it there. When it comes to the Afghan. I'm just distracted here by some news that they said probability is strong. Human remains found of Brian Laundrie, says family attorney. Wow. So that Brian Laundrie guy who was on the run apparently killed himself. You know what I'm saying? So, sad stuff. Sad stuff. Look at this. Manchester United, man, you guys should be ashamed of yourself about he is inevitable. You guys are struggling hard. You're struggling hard, man. Anyways, we'll get to them. I'm pumping it up for them next. So Thomas Soucek is out with that facial injury. Ryan Fredericks and Kufal, obviously doubtful. They missed the last game. And for Tottenham Hotspur, I think they have... No, Tottenham, not Hotspur. Tottenham. I think most of their players are fit for this match. Most of them. Most. What we're going to do, we're going to continue. Did you know Tottenham have won 3 of their last 4 visits to the London Stadium to face West Ham United in the Premier League. Mikel Antonio has scored more Premier League goals against Spurs than he has versus any other side with 5. West Ham avoided defeat in both Premier League meetings with Spurs last season, winning 1, drawing 1. They haven't gone 3 league matches unbeaten against their London rivals since May of 2006. Spurs have lost their last 4 Premier League London derbies, as many as they had in their previous 17 such matches combined, winning 7 and drawing 6. They haven't lost more consecutive league derbies since a run of 6 between March of 2003 and January of 2004. Do I think they're going to lose this game? Guys, I think, this game is a difficult one to predict. Spurs resurgent again after a period where they lost a few games. West Ham, they're kind of so-so. Some games they're doing well. Other games, you're like, what's going on here with West Ham United, right? What's going on? What is going on here? 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. You see what I'm saying? And Tottenham with 5 wins and 3 losses. So no draws yet for Tottenham this season. But the thing that we have to consider is both teams will be playing in the Europa League. The game is on Sunday. They do have Friday and Saturday to rest up. But still, you have teams who are not playing European football with all week to rest up. You see what I mean? So injuries could be a problem for the West Ham players. Fatigue as well. Stamina levels as well. Same for Spurs, because Tottenham has been putting out a strong team in the Europa League. I don't know why they're doing that in the Conference League. It's still the Europa League. Europa Conference League. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it, and they need to stop doing it. They need to rotate a lot better and rest Harry Kane. But maybe that's the reason why Harry Kane's form is improving. Did score and did pick up an assist in their last win there against Newcastle. So good things are happening for Harry Kane again. They got to rotate though, and the same goes for West Ham. They want to do well in European competitions. I think that's what it is. They do want to do well. Definitely want to do well. So guys, the Discord server is the wrong link. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Drop the link and I'll change it. Just drop the link and I'll change. I don't know why, man. Just drop the link and I'll change the link. Drop the proper link in the chat and I'll save the link. I'll change the link. I don't know why it's the wrong link, but I don't know. Maybe I scheduled this live stream a long time ago and I put in the... Yeah, that's what exactly happened. That's what happened. You know what? Let me change the link myself. Let me see if I find a different link. All the links are the same. All the links are actually the same. I don't know why, man. Yeah, that's the wrong link. It's all the wrong link. Drop the link, and I'll change the link. Lang and Sweet, who do you think will sign Haaland? Bro, Bayern Munich. I don't know, man. I don't know where he's gonna go. To be honest, I would love if he come to City. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. See what I mean? Really don't know. But guys, smash the thumbs up button. We need 10 more likes to get to 75 thumbs up. We can do it. Let's make it happen. Let us make it happen. So, yeah. West Ham, Tottenham Hotspur, man. Guys, a lot of positives for both teams as well. West Ham, very good going forward. Mikel Antonio, Ben Rama, Jared Bowen has looked good. Looks solid in defense with Ogbonna and, Kufal, but he's been injured. But Kurt Zuma is the name I'm looking for. Aaron Cresswell always present there with his deliveries. Could be a problem on set-piece situations. Crosses into the box. Declan Rice, solid player. Thomas Shusek, let's see if he bandage up his face, put on a mask. We know Shusek is tough like that and come out and do his thing against Tottenham. So Tottenham a very dangerous team. We know that. They're the only team to beat City in the league so far. Heung-min Son, the man to watch. And Billy has looked good lately. And Harry Kane is always a threat. So Lucas Moura as well. Bergwijn, Dele Alli, all these guys are threats. So maybe not Dele Alli though. Maybe not Dele Alli. The only thing that's threatening about Dele Alli, I have to say, only thing threatening is this. That's it. Nothing else threatening about Dele Alli than his hair. That's it. The predator. That's it, man. That is it. So, with that being said, I do have to change a link in the description for the Discord server, though. But I don't know what link. I don't know where to get the freaking proper link, though. That's the whole thing. So, if anybody could help me out with the link, drop the link, man. Adnan, what's up, Dam? I'm working from home so I can listen to these streams. Big up to Adnan, who's been a, supporter of the channel since, I almost said member. But, yeah, member still. But supporter of the channel since 2017 when I started. And guys, if you're not members, consider becoming a member of the channel, man. Let's build a membership. So, who knows, man? Eventually, I could maybe quit my job temporarily. Take a leave of absence. Who knows? Anyways, my prediction for this game, West Ham 2, Tottenham 2. I could see this game ending in a draw. High-scoring draw. Could even get a winner, but I'm going to play it safe. Even though there's not been a lot of draws between these two teams, I'm going to play it safe with a draw here. Fair enough, right? So West Ham play Genk next and in the Europa League, and then after the Tottenham game on Sunday, they play Manchester City in the EFL Cup. A lot of involvement, right? A lot of games. And then they play Aston Villa, Claret and Blue Derby. And then they play Genk again, then Liverpool. That'll be a good game. That will be a great game. Tottenham Hotspur, Vitesse in the Europa League today, West Ham next, and then Burnley in the Premier League. Then a big one between them and Manchester United. Sutu, what's your prediction, guys? Let me know. Dom, you should go live when you tell your boss I'm out here. What are you talking about? Dom, you should go live when you tell your boss I'm out of here. Oh, Palomo, bro. They fired my boss, bro. Didn't I tell you? My boss got fired. Some, long story with him and him being out with an injury to his shoulder. And he was, they told him he had to come back and there was some, I don't know. And then they terminated him. He said he was terminated. They probably give him a severance package. But my boss is no longer a problem. He's a thing of the past. So with that being said, guys, it brings us to the big one. The final game that we're going to talk about today. Manchester United versus Liverpool. And the game will be at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. Don't know what kind of dreams they're really talking about. Maybe the Theatre of Nightmares. Because it's been a nightmarish run of form at home for Manchester United lately. But this is the biggest game this weekend, though. And I have to put it out there. I know Liverpool fans are watching this. United fans are watching this. This is not bigger than Liverpool versus Manchester City. Just want to put it out there. It ain't. Because United have not been winning anything. You guys are too reminiscent of the things that United did in the past. You're romantic. You see what I'm saying? You're romantic. And it's okay to be romantic. But we're living in the now. We're living in the now. You guys are living in the past. You're living on legacy. Let's live on the now. The now also matter. And the team in charge right now is Manchester City and not United. Man City owns Manchester. Manchester is blue and it's not red. Yeah, Merseyside might be red and not blue, but for Manchester, it's blue. Let me just put that out there. I want to send a message. I want to send a very, very clear message as well. So, would this game be as good as the one between Liverpool and Manchester City? Maybe. Maybe it'll be better. Who knows? Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. But Manchester United currently 6th versus Liverpool 2nd in the table. You see the disparity already, right? Liverpool with 18 points, Man United with 14 points. Look, If United do go on to win this game, the gap is closed by 1 point. So United, it's in your hands to get a positive result and, close the gap between yourselves and your bitter rivals, Liverpool. For Man United, their last game was a 3-2 win against Atalanta in the Champions League, come from behind. But in the Premier League, they did lose to Leicester 4-2. This is worrying. They have conceded 6 goals in the last 2 games, scoring 5. That's a worry. That's definitely a worry. Liverpool, on the other hand, a 5-0 win against Watford and a 3-2 win against Atletico Madrid. They did go up 2-0 and allowed Atletico to come back, but did get a penalty to get the win, which was a classic. I have to say the game between United and Atalanta, could say it's a classic as well. United coming back from being 2-0 down, so good second half showing. So both teams, hungry right now. Hungry. But in this game, it's going to prove who's the hungrier of the two red teams, the Red Devils and the Reds of Liverpool. What happened last time around when these teams met? What happened last time around? You see, head-to-head in the Premier League era of 58 games. Liverpool with only 16 wins. Man United with 28. 14 games have ended in a draw. 16 home wins for United. Only 6 away wins for Liverpool. But, interestingly, Liverpool won 4-2 the last time they visited Old Trafford. Man United did beat Liverpool in January 2021 3-2 in the FA Cup 4th round. And the game at Anfield last season ended in a 0-0 stalemate. Liverpool did beat Manchester United 2-0 at Anfield back in 2020. The previous 2 games at Old Trafford ended in draws. Liverpool, Anfield being a fortress, 3-1. And the last time before that FA Cup victory that United defeated Liverpool was in 2018 at Old Trafford, 2-1. There's been a lot of draws between these two teams across the last 10 games. Won't be going further back. It'll be too long. But there's been 5 draws between them. 3 wins for Liverpool and 2 wins for Manchester United. So we could say that Liverpool have won the battle in terms of going, 8 games without losing to Manchester United in the last 10 games. So that's very impressive. That is very impressive. Klopp and his record against Manchester United, 14 games, 4 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses, respectable. And against Ole, 6 games, 3 draws, 1 loss, and 2 wins. And Ole's record against Klopp is not good. It's the inverse of what I just read. And his record against Liverpool is also poor with a solitary win here. Look, 2 heavyweight teams coming up against each other. 2 heavyweight teams coming up against each other. Should I say heavyweight? Should I call Manchester United heavyweight? Historically they are. But right now, featherweight. Very featherweight. Liverpool, I think, are still heavyweights. Look at what they're doing. The only team unbeaten in the league so far. And look at what they're doing in the Champions League group stages as well, winning their first 3 matches against AC Milan, Porto, and against Atletico Madrid. Quality oppositions here. Mo Salah is actually in the form of his life. And I actually put out a flashback video recently talking about Mo Salah's 32 goals back in the 2017-18 season, and Liverpool still did not win the title. They came in 4th, I think, that season, where Salah won Player of the Season. Salah, he's doing great. But is it going to reflect in where Liverpool ends the league this season? Ends in the table? Are they going to finish top of the table? 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, or even outside the top 4 places? It's left to be seen. But Mo Salah, we know, are in very, very, very good form. Liverpool, they may have to start to think about the African Cup of Nations and not having Mo Salah available for the African Cup of Nations, Naby Keita, as well as Sadio Mane. So they would have to start making preparations for that. As for United and the AFCON, they ain't really got much to worry about in terms of that. But what they do have to worry about is the form of guys like Jadon Sancho, right? is the form of the team at whole. Injuries coming left, right, and center with Rafa Varane out for this game. Then you have Harry Maguire was out, and now he's come back, and he's been so-so, even though he's been a better attacker than he's been a better defender so far since he's came back from his injury as well. So, look, United, I think, has a selection conundrum where the team is very, very stacked up, and there's Edinson Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood, there's Anthony Martial, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Danny van de Beek, and all these guys available to choose from. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not know how to use his players. It's like having a bunch of weapons and you don't know how to win the war because you just don't know how to use the weapons. You see what I'm saying? You have the personnel, but you just don't have the skill set. And that's the problem with Manchester United and the problem up top in terms of the coach. The coach ain't good. But Ole in, right? Ole in, not Ole out. Ole in. Liverpool, man. Who's going to be the first team to beat Liverpool this season? Is it going to be United? Harvey Elliott would be out from this game. Thiago as well. He's out. He's been out. Is he going to be available? I don't think so. Would he have made a difference? I don't think so. But this is a big game. Klopp has to get his 11 right. He got to get his 11 right. Solskjaer, we know, may just screw up his 11. He may just screw it up. I don't even know what he's going to do. But for Solskjaer, maybe De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, McFred. Or who knows? Maybe he'll go in with Pogba and Matic again. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what Ole is going to do. Rashford, Greenwood. You're going to have Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo. Those are the options. Don't think Jadon Bencho is going to start. Jadon Bencho, yeah. If you hear anybody say Bencho out there for Jadon Sancho, you heard it here first. Just want to put it out there. I didn't hear anybody say that. Jadon Bencho. It's been horrible so far. Definitely a flop. Liverpool and Klopp on their 11. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Matip, Robertson, Alisson in goal. Fabinho should start this game. Henderson. I think Curtis Jones is back training. I don't think he'll start. Naby Keita. I don't know if you want to start him or you want to start Milner. Do you want to start Milner in this game? I don't know. That'll be the questionable position right there. But should be Mane, Firmino, and Salah up top with Jota available off the bench. Or who knows, maybe they'll go in with Jota. Jota has been a bit cold lately. Haven't you guys noticed that? He's been a little bit cold. But he was influential in Liverpool winning the game against Atleti with winning that penalty as well. So this is a big game, man. In terms of tactics and, strategies here. Liverpool, would they control the game? I think Liverpool would be the team playing with most of the ball. And whenever they lose the ball, their pressing game has to be on point. For United, they look to play that counter-attacking style of football and try to be compact and try to defend. I doubt Manchester United will control this game and play with most of the ball. They would try to break with Rashford and Greenwood, Ronaldo, and use set pieces to their advantage. Liverpool has to be very careful with their high line and have to be very careful those crosses in the box by Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has to be closed down. Ronaldo has to be played out of this game. Definitely. Key battle here. Ronaldo versus Van Dijk. Oh, man. That one is going to be good. That one is going to be good. Cristiano Ronaldo versus Virgil van Dijk. Mo Salah versus Luke Shaw. Mane versus Wan-Bissaka. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Rashford versus Trent Alexander-Arnold. Greenwood versus Andy Roberts. Yeah, some good battles though. Good battles. But would the most important battle be that battle in the middle of the field? Would that be the most important battle? where whoever wins that midfield battle goes on to win the game. Bruno Fernandes has to be closed down. His passes has been exquisite. Paul Pogba, if he starts, these players have to be dealt with. And if you deal with these players, you end up and win the game. So, look, I've said a lot. Let me move over to the did you actually know that Mohamed Salah scored 3 goals in his last 2 matches at Manchester United last season, 2 in the FA Cup, 1 in the Premier League? He could become the first Liverpool player to score in 3 matches in a row at Old Trafford. Man United have won just one of their last 10 Premier League meetings with Liverpool, drawing 6 and losing 3. Losing this fixture 4-2 last season. This is horrible for Man United. What's going on here? When I told you guys this fixture is a one-sided fixture and it's not bigger than City versus Liverpool, you guys are, some people are arguing with me talking about legacy. Nobody want to talk about no legacy here. You see what I'm saying? Nobody want to be nostalgic here. We want to talk about the now. You feel me? If you want to be nostalgic, you could go and watch some old movies or look at some old pictures or something. You feel me? How often do you watch old matches? Not very often. You want to see the games that's coming up tomorrow or the games coming up today. That's what's relevant. Liverpool are unbeaten in 18 league matches, winning 13, drawing 5, the longest current run in the top 4 tiers of English football. And this is dating from last season, and I wanted to actually talk about that and talk about how good Liverpool have been over the last 2 seasons. And I have to give Liverpool a lot of credit for this one. I have to. And let me just get through this last insight, and then I'll just go back and check how long Liverpool have been doing the bits. So they have scored at least 3 goals in each of their last 5 away league games, 17 total, with only Man United last season having a longer such run in the competition for 6 matches. In the Premier League, only Wayne Rooney, with 6 goals, has scored more times for Man United against Liverpool than Marcus Rashford's 4. And Rashford has 2 goals in 2 since his return from injury. Anthony Taylor, oh my God, would be the ref. This is not good. Might be a very controversial game. Some VAR decisions and some dodgy fouls and cards and things will happen in this one. This is gonna be a classic. I could smell a classic. And just to go a little off tangent here real quick, and just check Liverpool's form. Let's take a look at Liverpool's form, guys. Let's go. Let's take a look at Liverpool's form from last season until now. Look at this, right? Look at this. We're going to go from when they last lost their game. And look at the loss here against... we're going to go back. When they lost to Fulham, March 7th. They won against Leipzig, won against Wolves, beat Arsenal, lost to Real Madrid on aggregate. Yeah, let's leave that out there. But they won against Villa, drew to Leeds, drew to Newcastle, beat Southampton, beat United, they beat West Brom, and they beat Burnley and whooped Crystal Palace to end the season, right? Pre-season, that doesn't count. So we go to this season. Started against Norwich, won 3-0. Beat Burnley, drew to Chelsea, beat Leeds, beat AC Milan, beat Crystal Palace, they beat Norwich, drew to Brentford, beat Porto, drew to City, smashed up Watford, and went to the Wanda Metropolitano and beat Atletico Madrid. So we have to give Liverpool the credit here. As a City fan, I don't care what kind of fan I am, I'm going to give the teams the credit. Even if it was Man United doing this, I'll give them the credit. As for Manchester United, guys, let's take a look at their form that has not been very good. 3-2 win against Atalanta, struggle. 4-2 loss against Leicester, 1-1 draw against Everton, 2-1 win against Villarreal, also a struggle win. We all know this. Lost to Aston Villa, lost to West Ham. The win against West Ham, supposed to be a draw if Mark Noble puts that into the back of the net. Lost to Young Boys, Smashed up Newcastle, of course. That's, exception to the trend there. They barely beat Wolves. Wolves should have got something from that game. Due to Southampton, smashed up Leeds to begin the season, right? You see that? You go back to last season, 1-1 against Fulham, lost to Liverpool there, lost to Leicester City. You see? So lost to Roma in the semi-final and did lose to Villarreal in the final. So you could see that come on, man. Come on. There's only one winner in this game. One winner in this game. One winner in this game. I'm not even going to go deeper because I've done enough here. I've talked enough. I've analyzed the two teams enough. I hope I did a great job analyzing the two teams. There's only one winner in this game, and it has to be Liverpool. I'm going for Liverpool to win the game. 3-1. 3-1. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Sir Alex Ferguson, and Manchester United and their woes will continue. Postseason. Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane, doesn't matter who you bring in. Once you have Ole in charge of that team, there'll be problems. There's going to be problems. But keep him, please. I beg y'all. Just keep him there for another 5 years. We love that. We'll absolutely love that. Keep reminiscing on the past and your legacy and how good Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was off the bench when he played for Manchester United in the glory days and so on and so forth. But I cannot see Jurgen Klopp losing to United. The best result United is going to get here is a draw. Liverpool, as a Man City fan, I'm asking you, go out there and do your thing. If United do their thing, I'll be fair and I'll say, yeah, you played well. Or you got lucky, who knows? But I'm only seeing a win here for Liverpool. Only gonna see a win here for Liverpool. So, yeah. Yeah, man. I think, don't you think I was fair? Don't you think I was fair? Let me know if you think I was fair in the comments, okay? And let me know your predictions as well. Do appreciate that. So, guys, in terms of who these teams play next, in terms of their next matches, let's talk about their next matches here. Manchester United, their next game will be against Tottenham. Ooh, that's a big game. Then Atalanta. Man City, the next 4 games are very, very, very crucial. Could they lose all 4? Or could they win all 4? Never know. Liverpool. Next game is in the EFL Cup against Preston. Remember, United are knocked out of the cup. That's one trophy they can't win. Preston North End versus Liverpool. The two teams do have a good relationship in terms of recent transfers and things like that. And then Liverpool play Brighton and then Atletico Madrid again. So that'll be it. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Talk to me. Talk to me. I think Ibrahima Konaté will play over Matip. Never. Not happening. Not happening. Firmino at 10 instead of Keita, Milner. Mane, Jota, Salah ahead of him. I think that's a little too overload. That's a little too overloaded, bro. Jadon Scamcho. I like that. Little too overloaded. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne, how are you? You want to have Firmino or Jota to bring off the bench if you need them. Not both of them from the start and then have no weapon to bring off the bench. You see what I'm saying? You got to be smart here. Hewitt Duncan, how are you? Liverpool win for sure. Big up to Carl Headley. Luman, you damn, it seems you were sleeping last night. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Talk to me. What are you talking about? Paloma is such a gifted mod. Yeah, I wasn't paying too much. Listen, man, I'm not paying too much attention to what you guys are going on there in the chat, man. When I'm in terms of the infighting and you guys arguing, I'm not part of that. You see what I mean? You guys have to learn to control yourself. Big up to Alejandro Loaiza. Thanks for coming through. You didn't see Ronaldo. You didn't see Ronaldo. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, though? What are you talking about? Please explain yourself, man. You talking about Ronaldo against Atalanta? You talking about Atalanta, who does not defend? That's what you're talking about? Come on, man. Come on. Is that what you're talking about? Atalanta, who plays like Leeds United? Okay. That's what you're talking about? Come on, man. LFC, Damien Hussey, Liverpool should win this one, but a draw is possible based on the recent history at Old Trafford. The recent history at Old Trafford said that Liverpool won the last game 4-2. Agreed, Dom. May Ole stay on for 5+ years. Won't get any silverware with him at the helm. What else we got here in terms of comment? Ajal would see a controversial decisions fell in this game, which could lead to a United win. Thanks for your comments. I was actually planning on doing the Combine 11 for the stream, but I think I'm going to do the Combine 11 in my car. I want to do a Combine 11, but I'm not going to do it here right now. You know, I've been streaming for 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'm about to call it a day, and I think I've done well. I think I've done well in terms of my predictions here. Before I do go, let's take a look at something. Let's take a look at what's going on in the championship. Let's go. Let's take a look at what's going on in the championship, the English championship, the lower leagues, and see what's going on. I think I saw somebody said that Bournemouth are top of the league right now. So big up to Bournemouth for, you know, what they're doing. Bournemouth, top of the league. I think Scott Parker is in charge of Bournemouth right now. 13 games. The Cherries are top of the league, unbeaten so far in the league. Seems like they're coming back to the Premier League. Fulham, Scott Parker's old team, are second with 26 points. It's still early, though. Still early. When I say early, I mean not even 25% done with the league. West Brom are third, 25 points. Coventry, wow. They are fourth with 23 points. QPR, Huddersfield, Stoke City, Reading, Luton, and Middlesbrough rounds off the top 10 with Millwall, Blackpool, Blackburn Rovers, Nottingham Forest, Swansea, Bristol City, Sheffield United down in 17, Preston North End in 18, Birmingham City 19, Peterborough 20th, and the bottom 4 teams are Cardiff, Hull, Barnsley, and Derby County with their points minus for their going into administration. Derby County has 4 points. Could Derby County climb out of this hole? It is possible, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult. 3 draws and a win in their last 4 games is not a bad return at all. But 3 wins, 7 draws, they would have gotten what? They would have been on 16. Well, minus 12 points. They would have been on 16 points, right? Yeah, they would have been on 16 points so far, which would have put Derby County up about 16th, 17th in the table around there. So they have a lot of work to do. And who's playing for Derby County these days? Let me just check that. 2-2 against Luton. Well, they actually give up a lead from a winning position. So gotta do better than that. Derby County, Knight, Lawrence, Jauziak from Poland, Ravel Morrison, Phil Jagielka. Team looks light, man. Team looks very light. Who's on the bench here? Bench looks very small as well. Oh, they're back to 3 substitutions there. Henry Lansbury. I don't recognize a lot of these names. Reese Burke, I know. Yeah, team looks very, very light. Very light. So all the best, Derby County, though. All the best. All the best. Guys, if there's a league you want me to check out, let me know. Let's check out some of the leagues, man. Let's check out some of the leagues. I have some time. Let me drink some water, though. I won't be going into the games, though. But let's check out some leagues, man. Let's check out some leagues. The Bundesliga, what it's looking like right about now. We're only going to check out the standings. Bayern on top with that big win against Bayer Leverkusen, but they have lost a game recently. Haven't talked about that. Dortmund second, 18 points. Leverkusen and Freiburg round off third and fourth with Union Berlin in fifth. It's weird to see Freiburg and Union Berlin there, but it's nice as well. Wolfsburg, Köln, RB Leipzig struggling on a Jesse Marsch. Hoffenheim and Gladbach round off the top 10 with Mainz, Stuttgart, Hertha, Eintracht all struggling. Bochum think they're newly promoted. 7 points outside the relegation playoff spot. Augsburg in the relegation playoff. Arminia, Bielefeld, and Greuther Fürth. Fürth without a win, 1 point this season. And Arminia without a win. Arminia, not Armenia, the country, but Arminia without a win this season. In terms of the stats, Erling Haaland with 9 goals. Robert Lewandowski with 9 goals. Patrick Schick with 7. Owen Nee with 6. And Serge Gnabry with 5. Andrew Kramaric with 6 assists. Florian Wirtz with 6. Davies with 3. Beno Schrips with 3. And Bruno Sosa, the Croatian international, with 3. Erling Haaland as well is on the list. We're not going to talk more about that. Let's go back to the championship and let's see who's up there in terms of stats and goal scoring. Alexander Mitrovic, the championship bully, with 13 goals. Ben Brereton. I gotta say, this Chilean international has been on absolute fire for club and country, and we could see him get a move to a Premier League club in the future if he continues to score for fun. Victor Gyökeres for Coventry, and that's the reason why they're doing so well. 9 goals. Dominic Solanke, finally earning his money over at Bournemouth. 8 goals, and John Swift for Reading with 8. Sorba Thomas with 7 assists. John Swift with 6. This John Swift guy is doing the business, man. Who the hell is he? He's 26 years old. Englishman from Portsmouth. Look out for John Swift joining a team like Burnley in the future. Let's keep that in mind. John Swift to Burnley. Listen, that's how you have to sign players, though. That's how you got to sign players. You go and you see John Swift with 8 goals and 6 assists, and you sign him up. You sign him up. He's going to perform well. That's what you do. That's how you actually survive. It's like you play FIFA. You know what I mean? You play FIFA with the thing. So let's see what's going on in Ligue 1. Let's go. Ligue 1. Damn, I'm going all the way to the website. Jesus. Wasn't really planning on doing that. But let's take a look at the Ligue 1 table here. PSG on top with 27 points. Nah, I need a better table than that. Give me the better table than that. Come on, you could do better than that with the table, though. Yeah, give me a better table than that. All right. So Paris Saint-Germain, 9 matches won, 1 loss. Lens in second. That is impressive. And look at the points gap between PSG and RC Lens. It's 11 points. Guys, PSG have already won Ligue 1. PSG have already won the league. Damn, look at the top active scorers for career in the Premier League. Your boy Sterling is high on the list. Yeah, I know. I don't care, though. I don't care. He still got to go. Still got to go. Roy Smith says, Dominic, bro, you are eminence right now. Your shows are back to their best. Roy Smith, thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've been doing a lot of shows by myself, though. I've been following the data. You know, I used to bring guests on, but for some reason, you guys weren't responding well to those live streams. I do still like having guests on the show, but you guys weren't responding well for some reason. I don't know what it was. Like, you check the likes, you guys are not liking the video. You know what I mean? You don't support Lengan Sweet, bro. Dominic, if Sterling, I thought it was Legan Sweet. Lou Manu, I don't support your, what? You don't support your own players? What you mean I don't support? Listen, man, listen. I support my players. But when a player is not performing, you got to go. This is a business. This is a business. What do you think this is? Fun and games? What do you think this is? Sunday school? Come on, bro. This is business. It's a revolving door. Look at managers. When they're not performing well, they get sacked. Even if they have performed well in the past. Once you stop performing, you get sacked, bro. Even in a relationship, if you stop performing, your wife or your girlfriend would have to look for someone else because you're not performing. Maybe in the bed or maybe just overall. You see what I mean? He's not performing. He has to move on. It's just part of the game. It's not about me not supporting my players. The only player right now I'm begging for them to sell is Mendy and Sterling. I know he's done well in the past, but you got to go. What are we going to do? Continue having Sterling in the team and he's not scoring and he's like he has things going on in his head? No, you move him on. It's part of the business. You get compensated well for him and he moves on with his career. That's how the business works. Look at Mo Salah. He's at Liverpool now. He was at Chelsea. He was at Basel, Fiorentina, Roma. He moved. It keeps moving. Look at Ronaldo. He was at United. He left for Real Madrid. Then he went for Juventus. And then he's back at it keeps moving. Tell me I don't support my players. I support all my players. Stop it. Stop your nonsense. Stop your nonsense. We Office says, Dominic, you're on top of quality now on live stream. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Yeah, Luman, you, bro. You're on something, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with you. You're coming in with some. Do you want the smoke? Do you want the smoke? What else should I expect from a Man United fan, right? Anyways, let's get back. You're distracting me, bro. We're talking about Ligue on the league that PSG has already won, right? Pretty much. Look at Nice. Nice are fourth under Galtier. Won the league last year with Lille. Where are Lille? Maybe back lower in the table. Lyon, Rennes, Strasbourg. Big up to Strasbourg. Steve. How are you doing, Steve? You're not in here, but Nantes, Monaco. All these teams are struggling. Lille are coming up again. Lorient, Montpellier, Clermont-Foot, Stade Reims, you know what I'm saying? Troyes, Bordeaux. Wasn't Bordeaux the team? Who won the league about 10 years ago? Who had won the league? Was it Montpellier or Bordeaux? Who had won that league? I'll let you guys know. I can't even remember right now, man. Can't remember. I think it's one of them. I think it was Montpellier, if I'm not mistaken, you know. I think it was. I'll let you know, though. I don't want you guys to tell me. I'll actually find out myself. I'll find out myself. And one way I'm going to find out is from a past player. Was it Lille? I think it was Lille, you know. I think it was Lille. When Hazard used to play at Lille. Wasn't it Lille? Wasn't it Lille? Yeah, the Ligue 1 is not like my forte because PSG has been winning the Ligue 1 every single freaking season. You know what I'm saying? So let me just find out this thing. Records, appearances, goal scorers, whatever, man. Shit is so hard to find as well. So Lille, I'm pretty sure it was Lille that won the title. You know, pretty sure it was Lille. But let me see something. Honors. Lille. Domestic champions. Yep, it was Lille. 2010-11. Yeah, it was Lille. It was Lille. Eden Hazard was at the club them times. Yeah. That's the club I was actually thinking about. It was Lille. Was Lille. And PSG came in fourth that season. So, yeah. They had, let me see, Moussa Sow scored 25 times for Lille that season. Gervinho did the business as well. Eden Hazard picked up 9 assists that season. Yohan Cabaye, who later played for Crystal Palace, and I think he did play for PSG, if I'm not mistaken, was actually, you know. But yeah, just a reminiscing on the, you know, some of the last few teams that won Ligue 1, including Monaco, Lille. Yeah, it's been PSG. Metz, Stade Brest, and Saint-Etienne struggling towards the bottom of the table. Brest and Saint-Etienne yet to win a game this season. Any unbeaten teams in the league right now? No. No unbeaten teams in Ligue 1. Right? Table of scorers. Who's leading the goal scoring charts? Gaëtan Laborde, 7 goals. Jonathan David with 6. Bayo has been ripping it up in the African what you think? Where is he? Let me see, where is he from? He's from Guinea. He's a Guinean. think he's born in France, but the Guinean has been scoring for a lot of goals for Guinea, but Guinea, of course, can't qualify for the World Cup anymore. So the Clermont-Foot striker has done well, definitely. So any Premier League team looking for a neat little striker, you know, Bayo is your man. Dimitri Payet is still doing well. Mbappe as well. And we're not going to stick around. We're going to keep it moving. We got a few more leagues to just check out because I haven't done this in a while. You feel me? I haven't done this in a while. So let's go. Serie A. Let's go. Whenever you hurt, just say, Serie A. 1x bets. I can't actually bet, or I could have. I think someone from 1xBet did reach out to me one time, but it was for an affiliate. I'm like, come on, bro. Give me some money. Let me promote the thing and stop telling me about affiliate. You see what I mean? I'm basically a car salesman by being an affiliate partner. So Napoli has played 8 games and have won all 8 matches. Are they going to go on to win the title this season? Who's in charge of Napoli these days? Is it who? Who's actually in charge of Napoli these days, though? Is it, I don't, it's not Sarri, right? Is it Sarri? Sarri is in charge of Lazio. Man, I haven't even been keeping tabs on the Italian league. I'm just keeping it 100% real. You know what I mean? That's why we do this, to keep up to speed with what's going on. So Napoli is Spalletti. Okay. It's the former Inter man. Okay, Spalletti doing the business. Go ahead, Spalletti. 8-8. 8-8. I think Sarri is at Lazio these days. Milan has not lost a game as well with 22 points. Inter 17 points. Roma with 15 points. Lazio 14th. Atalanta 14 points. And look at where Juventus are. Juventus are 7th. 10-point gap between Juventus and Napoli. Guys, could we see Napoli going on to win, I think, their first Scudetto since Maradona was at the club? That would be lovely. They came close a few times under Sarri. I should know it wasn't Sarri. What am I thinking? Am I stupid or something? Sarri was the manager doing the business at Napoli. Then he moved to freaking Chelsea, then to Juventus, and now to Lazio. Come on, Dom. Should know better than that. Should have known better than that. But, you know, that's how the memory works. You remember when he was at Napoli, you think he's still in charge, you know? So, yeah. So, yeah, man. So what's going on in the Italian Serie A? Fiorentina and Udinese round off the top 10. Empoli, Torino, Hellas, Verona. We have Sassuolo, Venezia. Newly promoted Venezia. Spezia, Sampdoria, Genoa with Cagliari and... with Genoa, Cagliari, and Salernitana in the relegation zone. Salernitana, Frank Ribery joined that club and a few other prominent players. And they have 1 win so far. Not good. Not good at all. So every team have won a game in Serie A, with Napoli and AC Milan still unbeaten. What's going on over in La Liga? Let's check out La Liga. La Liga. Let's go. La Liga. You know, I'm always like, you know, very, 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 very like, what's the word I'm looking for there? I'm like nervous that one day I'll share a page with you and it's like a porn site or something, from just typing in something and like pressing the wrong thing and like, oh, god damn, sorry there, guys. Like, oops. Yeah, I hope that never happens. But anyways, rare footage of Gavi shining in La Liga. Promises age 12. Wow. So, yeah, I think his name is Pablo Paez, for short, Gavi. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the table and keep it moving here, man, with La Liga. We didn't even take a look at the Serie A. Let's go back. Let's take a look at who's scoring the goals for Serie A right now. Form table. Napoli. I like that they have a form table, though. I like that. I really like that. Napoli and AC Milan in form there. Home, away. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Give it up to the Serie A for that. All right. Table, results, teams, player statistics. Let's go before we talk about La Liga. Player statistic. Immobile. God damn, he's still scoring for fun. 7 goals for Lazio. Edin Dzeko with 6 for his new team, Inter. João Pedro for Cagliari has been doing well. Matteo Destro, what a name. He destroys teams. Lautaro, Victor Osimhen doing well for Napoli. Duvan Zapata scoring well as well. 2 penalties in there. And Lorenzo Pellegrini, Jordan Veretout for Roma. Dusan Vlahovic with 4 goals. Hot product on the market right now. And you have Olivier Giroud with 3 goals. In terms of assists, Nicola Barella, Luis Alberto, Musa Barro, Ivan Ilic, Razvan Marin, Mario Pasalic with all 3 assists, and Nicolo Rovella, Paulo Dybala, Christian Ansaldi. So let's go back. Let's go back to La Liga really quick. La Liga. I didn't even check the Bundesliga top scorers, but yeah, I did. Erling Haaland and Robert Lewandowski. La Liga table. This website is a little weird. Santander. Okay, standings. God damn. Jesus. Annoying. El Clasico this weekend, guys, right? So the table. Whoa! Real Sociedad on top? Wow. David Silva, stand up. Real Sociedad on top with Real Madrid second. Sevilla third, 17 points. Atletico Madrid. Osasuna? What? I've been sleeping on La Liga lately. 17 points. Rayo Vallecano? What? 6? No. And Barcelona is 7th with 15 points. 3 losses already. This is not good. This is not good, man. Not good. No, not 3 losses. 1 loss, 3 draws. Pardon me there. I read it wrong. Betis, Athletic Club, Bilbao, and Valencia round off the top 10 with Espanyol, Villarreal. Villarreal already has 5 draws. Draw kings of the league. Only 1 loss this season. Pretty good. 2 wins. Mallorca, Elche, Celta, Cadiz, and Granada are the teams outside the relegation zone with Levante, Deportivo Alaves, and Getafe at the bottom. God damn, Getafe was in the Europa League a few seasons ago, for God's sake. And they're struggling. Getafe, man, get your act together. 2 points. No wins this season. And Levante also without a win. Any unbeaten teams in La Liga this season? None. No team is unbeaten so far in La Liga. So let's see what's going on in the Portuguese league, man. Primera. Let me just search Portuguese league. Portuguese league. Let's go. Let's see what's going on in that league. We're touching on the leagues, man. We're finding out what's going on. Benfica on top. Porto Sporting. The usual suspects in the running for the title, of course, guys. You should know that. You should know. You should know. Not very interesting over there at all. Not very interesting. Porto and Sporting are actually unbeaten so far. I think Sporting went invincible last season. No, they lost on the final match there or something like that. Almost invincible. Any team unbeaten, winless so far? Yep, Bisad, Family Sao. I used to call this team Family Cow. The Family Cow, where you use it for milk and meat and things like that. So they are yet to win a game in the league. So yeah, Boa Vista, Vitória, Braga, Portimonense, Estoril, Praia. All behind the big guns, Sporting, Porto, and Benfica. That will be a 3-horse race this season, hopefully to keep the Portuguese league very interesting. What we're going to do, let's take a look at the Prva Liga over in Croatia. Let's go. Prva Liga. Hrvatska. All right, Croatian First League. Let's see. All my Croatian peeps. Adam the Great, how are you feeling if you're watching a replay or something? What's going on in the league? Rijeka on top with 24 points. But Dinamo Zagreb do have 2 games in hand on 23 points with Osijek in between there at second. Dinamo Zagreb should go on to win the league. Who won the league last season, you may ask? Dinamo Zagreb, 85 points. Remember, there's only 10 teams. Each team play each other, I think, 4 times. Yeah, you play each other 4 times. 9 by 4 is 36. Yeah, it's a lot of times to play one team. Yeah, they need to actually get some more money into the league and bring in some of the second division teams and maybe up the league to about, 12 and then work harder to get it up to be a bigger league. So that's what happened. That's what's going on there last season. The season before, Dynamo again. Season before that, Dynamo again. The season before that again, Dynamo again. And I think Rijeka in 2016-17. Yep. I know the Croatian League. I've actually followed it the years after the World Cup, but it's not interesting. It's not interesting at all. Dynamo wins every year. Look, Dynamo again. Look again, Dynamo again. You see? So pretty much easy peasy lemon squeezy over there for Dynamo Zagreb. The Dutch Eredivisie. Let's go. Eredivisie. We're having some fun right now, man. We're having some fun. Big up to everybody still in the stream. Make sure you guys smash up the thumbs up button. The Eredivisie right now. Ajax on top, 22 points. They do have 18 teams in this league. PSV are second with 21 points. We'll be between these two teams for the league title. Feyenoord, another team who have won the league recently. They're in fifth. WMT in 17 points. They're in fourth. And Utrecht, 17 points with Vitesse, 20. Heerenveen, AZ Alkmaar, and Cambuur rounded off the top 10. Remember, Cambuur got smashed by Ajax this season. What was that? 25-0? Let's find out. Can't even remember, man. 9-0. Jesus Lord. God damn. Could somebody save? Somebody save Cambuur, please. Let's go down to the bottom of the table where PEC Zwolle yet to pick up a win. And we have Sparta Rotterdam, 17th relegation zone. Groningen, Virgil van Dijk's old team, relegation playoff zone. RKC Waalwijk, 15th. Fortuna Sittard, Go Ahead Eagles, Heracles, NEC Breda. And that rounds off the teams below the top 10 places. Ajax are the team to beat. We'll do a historic look at the league. Ajax last season, PSV, AZ Alkmaar, Vitesse Feyenoord. Previous season, Ajax, AZ Alkmaar. Wow, Ajax and AZ Alkmaar. Well, there was actually no winner that season. That was a season when the league got halted because of the COVID-19 pandemic and no winner was declared. So Ajax the previous season, PSV, Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, PSV back in the 2017-16 season. I think Feyenoord did win it when Feyenoord did. Yep, that was the year that Dirk Kuyt actually played. He went back to the club and he was like a striker. Stats. Kuyt should, well, that's for that season. That's for the current season. But yeah, that's when Feyenoord last won it. Ajax, lost it by 1 point. Pretty good season. That was a season Ajax was in the Europa League final as well. So that may have been a distraction. But, you go back, PSV. You go back, PSV. So Ajax are the man now. It's Ajax, PSV, and Feyenoord over in the Dutch league there. So, yeah. Big up to everybody. Big up to Thriller, man. How are you doing, Thriller? Appreciate you coming through. One thing that we haven't done, let's take a look at the Gustil for Feyenoord is actually leading the goal scoring chart there. Sebastian Haller with 6 goals. Brian Linson with 5. Cyril Ngonge with 5 as well. Assist getter, Cody Gakpo with 7. Dusan Tadic with 7. Steven Berghaus with 6. And Joey Veerman with 4. So let's go back. Let's actually go back to the Croatian League. Let's see who's actually doing the business there in the Croatian League in terms of goal scoring. Josip Drmic. Wow. He was playing for Norwich recently. He's in the Croatian League now. 10 goals. Marko Livaja, who's doing well for the Croatian national team recently, has 7. Marko Dabro for Lokomotiva with 6. Buremi Hassane Bande with 5. This Bande guy, familiar name, familiar name. Burkina Faso. Okay. 22 years. Former Ajax man. Well, he's probably an Ajax loanee too. Who knows? But we're not going to get too deep into this one. And I forgot to check who's in charge in terms of the goal scoring charts in La Liga. So let's go back and check that one as well. Let's go back. I'm all over the place, I know. But Karim Benzema has 9 goals. Mikel Oyarzabal has 6. Vinicius Jr. 5. Ana Donnarumma has 4. Luis Suarez 4. Memphis Depay 4. And Raul de Tomas has 4. Karim Benzema also has 7 assists. Ika Muniain has 3. Oscar Trejo has 3. Santi Mina has 3. And Yeremy Pino has 3. Guys, what are the leagues you want me to check, man? Talk to me. I did check the Bundesliga already. Guys, what other leagues you want me to check? All right. Breaking news. FIFA said the World Cup will be played next. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Chill. That Lille squad was a good team. Big up the Chase Athletics. 2012 Montpellier. Oh, okay. So Montpellier did win in 2012 as well. So Lille and Montpellier. So I was right with the Montpellier thing. Napoli haven't won a Scudetto since Maradona. MLS. Okay. I don't really watch the MLS, to be honest, but MLS. Let's go. MLS. I really don't even understand how the league is, though. Like the structure of the league. Okay. So we have Eastern Conference and Western Conference with 14 teams in the Eastern Conference and 13 teams in the Western Conference. Wow. 27 teams. So you telling me with 27 teams and the teams in the USL as well, that you can't have 20 teams in the top tier and another 20 in the second tier or 24 and have like a league system? You telling me you can't do that to make the thing a little bit more interesting? Come on, man. You could do better than that. And I think that's why it hasn't been attractive to watch the league. But I guess it's the whole American sports system with Eastern and Western conferences. So Seattle Sounders on top in the Western Conference there. And with 13 teams, look, man, I don't even know the procedure, man. Just want to keep it real. Sporting KC, I should pay more attention to the damn MLS, but you know, every time I see the MLS games, I'm never like enticed to actually go and click. New England Revolution leads the Eastern Conference big time by 20 points. Why bother? You see what I'm saying? Where's the New York teams, man? Look at where they are struggling outside. I think these are like the playoff spots or something. Struggling. Yeah, 7 versus 7. Struggling, man. Struggling. Vancouver, Minnesota. Listen, man, why bother? Why bother with this league? Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. Why? I don't even watch the Mexican league either. You see what I mean? But whatever, man. To each is his own. What's going on over in what's going on in let's check out the Ekstraklasa. Let's go. The Polish Ekstraklasa. Lech Poznan leading the charge. Lechia Gdansk, Rocco, Pogan, Szczecin, what a name. Slask, never heard of some of these teams. Cracovia, heard of that team before. Jagiellonia, have heard about that team. Stal, Zaglebi, oh man, Jesus. Whistler Krakow, I know that team. Piast Gliwice, Whistler Plock, god damn, these teams are very, very difficult to say. Garnic Zabaz, I know that team. Legia Warsaw, that's worrying that they are 15th in the league. And they do have 18 teams in their league there. So Lech Poznan doing the goddamn business. Jesus Imas for Jagiellonia with 3 goals. A lot of goals. The goals are like spread it out. Nothing to actually talk about though. Assists, nothing to talk about as well. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that is it. Not going to talk about that one anymore. Let's find out what's happening in the Swedish league. What that's called again? I can't remember. Swedish League. Allsvenskan. Yeah, man. The Allsvenskan. Let's go. Allsvenskan. The standings right now. Malmo, 44 points. This league do end very early, though. One of these leagues end very early in the season, like before everyone else. You see, they have 23 games played. They have 16 teams. So this league usually ends in like December, if I'm not mistaken. You have a team by the name of Djurgården doing well. AIK, Elfsborg, and Norrköping. They are the front runners to win the league this season. Hammarby, Kalmar, Häcken, and Gothenburg, a team I know. Östersund, god damn, they're at the bottom. Östersunds were in the Europa League a few seasons ago on the Grand Potter. What is going on? The rise and fall of Östersunds. Oh boy. Rise and fall. So, in terms of stats, who's scoring them for fun over there? Samuel Adegbenro. Samuel Adegbenro for Norrköping. Antonio Choljak, the Croatian international. I think he's German-born. Croatian international for Malmo, doing well. Christian Kouakou for Sirius. Sirius XM Radio has a team. God damn. And you have Alexander Jeff, 10 goals. And Victor Edvarsen with 11 goals as well. Scouts, look out. Magnus Eriksson for Djurgården with 11 goals. Jonathan Ring with 8 goals. Anders Christensen at Malmo, you know. All right, so, guys, that does it, man. That does it. Luman, you was timed out. God damn, Luman, you get yourself in trouble there. Yeah, because it snows. Okay. Any other leagues you guys want me to check out, man? Any other leagues? What is the Finnish league? The Finnish league has a weird name as well. Finland League. All right, it's called FIXTURES. The FIXTURES. Let's take a look at that. Kups. Kups. God damn. Kups. On top, HJK. Second, Inter Turku. Third. They're not going to win the league. Oh, that's a regular season and the playoffs. Okay, regular season, 12 teams. And the playoffs, 6 teams. Wow, I like this. 6 teams in the playoffs. And then the relegation, there's 6 teams as well. Okay, you're not going to try to understand how this league goes. But in terms of stats, Benjamin Kalman with 13 goals. Been doing well. What else we got here? David Ramadingaye with 9 yellow cards. I thought that was actually assists. Not very disciplined there, Mr. David. But that's what's going on in Finland. What's going on in the Norwegian League? We're doing a freaking all around Europe, Norway League. It's called the Eliteserien, however you say that, man. Bodo Glimt, who's going to play not Napoli, who's going to play Roma today in the Europa League on top, 47 points. This team has rose to prominence lately, you know, because let me show you something with Bodo Glimt, right? 2020, Bodo Glimt won the league, right? 81 points there. Molde came in second with 62 points. Look at that gap, right? 2019, Bodo Glimt came in second behind Molde, 54 points. Just take a look at this Rosenborg, a team we know, playing in the Champions League before. Look at the 2018, right? Bodo Glimt, 11th, 32 points. You see that? Just keep an eye on what I'm showing you. 2017, where is Bodo Glimt? Where are they? You think I don't know? Guys, I'm a worldwide man. I know some things. Where are they? Not in the league. Not in the league. So from only being in the league from 2018 to 2021, they won the league last season and in 2019 came in second and are now on top the league again. Amazing. Amazing stuff. And I think one of the youngsters that got sold to one of them Italian clubs came out of this. I can't remember his name. I'm not going to get into that right about now. But in terms of the stats, Ohi Omoy Juanfo, 22 goals for Molde. 19 goals by Thomas Lena Olsen. Veton Beresha for Viking, 15 goals. And Eric Botheim with 13 goals for Bodo Glimt. Assists leader is German Assen, Joe Bell. I want to go to Norway. I want to go to Scandinavia one day. First Scandinavian country I might hit is Iceland. Iceland is not Scandinavian. But similar. But it's Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. I want to hit up one of those Scandinavian countries. And I want to go in the winter too. I want to feel how it feels to be in the, North Pole. Oh, man. Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark combine their top teams and start a league. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. The Scandinavian countries should start their own Super League. I'll watch the hell out of it. Call it the Viking Cruise Lines Nordic League. Nice. Thriller. Nice. Legia Warsaw, Chase Athletics playing at Napoli in the Europa League. Yeah, and they played Leicester and they beat Leicester as well. Any other leagues to check out? The Danish League, man. Let's check out the Danish leagues. We're having some fun right now just checking out the Danish Superliga. Let's go. Copenhagen on top. Midtjylland on top. Okay. Midtjylland, Copenhagen. AAB. Don't know how to say that team. Brøndby, I know. Silkeborg, Randers. How many teams? 12 teams in the league. They do have a playoff and, relegation battle thing, it seems, going on here. So that's what's going on in the Danish league. Not a lot of teams, but still, we know of Copenhagen and Midtjylland to make the Champions League recently. Who's scoring them for fun over there? Junior Brumaro, 7 goals for Midtjylland. Copenhagen, Pep Biel, 7 goals. Michael Ure for Brøndby. Andreas Dreyer, 5 assists for Midtjylland. Christopher Pallesen for AAB. Not a lot of players from the local league does make the Danish national team. I'm not seeing familiar names here at all. So what other leagues you guys want me to check out, man? Let's check out the Serbian League. Serbian League. Let's see if Red Star Belgrade and Partizan Belgrade. The Serbian Superliga. Let's go. Let us go. Partizan are on top. Crvena Zvezda second. Čukarički. I know that team. They're third. Vojvodina. Nepredak. Bashka. Topola. Oh, man. These names are weird. And I'm not going to go down the list there, but these teams I don't know. 16 teams in Serbia. Partizan and Crvena Zvezda are the teams that find themselves in European football every single season. They do have quality. What's going on in the stats here? Durozek of Bakša Topola with 5 goals. And we have Dorde Jovanovic with 4 goals as well. Ricardo Gomes for Partizan and Bibas Nacho. That name sounds familiar, that sounds like the Russian player, right? Is he Russian or Israeli? Yep, Israeli. I was gonna say Israeli first, but not a lot of names that we know here at all in that league. So guys, I think that's about it. Let me just take a second to see if there's any leagues that I haven't really checked out that I should check out. Yeah, the Scottish League. You know what I'm saying? Let's give the Scottish League some, Scottish Premiership. Let's see what's going on over there. All right, Scottish Premiership. Rangers at the top. Hearts in second. Dundee United. Not Dundee, but Dundee United. Celtic are fourth. Celtic not doing too bad on the Ange Postecoglou this season with that Furuhashi guy from Japan doing the bits. Hibernian. They are fifth. Motherwell. Sixth. St. Mirren. Seventh. St. Johnstone's. Aberdeen in the ninth. Livingston, Dundee, and Ross County. Only 12 teams, man. Only 12 teams. Guys, would you want to see Rangers and Celtic join the Premier League? Put them in the Championship and see if they could get promoted into the Premier League. That would be fun. And then do some type of relegation. Nah, I don't think so. Do a relegation into the Scottish League, right? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, you have Welsh teams in the Premier League before, so that could happen. Anyways, Liam Boyce, 6 goals. Martin Boyle leads the goal scoring charts there. Kyogo Furuhashi with 4 goals. David Turnbull with 4 goals as well. Christian Ramirez with 4 goals for Everton. And in terms of assists getter, Bruce Anderson with 3 goals, Calvin Ramsey with 3 goals, Jay Carroll with 3 goals, James Tavernier with 3 goals for Rangers. You know, Premier League teams by players from the Scottish League. Hudson Edward, recently added from Celtic. And, of course, you know, Arsenal's own Kieran Tierney comes to mind. And there's a few others that I'm probably not mentioning right about now. So, guys, that will be it. 3 hours, 4 minutes. Long-ass live stream. Trevor Weaver. Big up yourself, Dom. You're doing a great job. I'm a Liverpool supporter. Nobody gives into details like you over a wide area of leagues. Thank you very much, man. Dom be speaking in tongues when he pronounces these Balkan names. Oh, man. Big up to everybody who came out to the live stream today. We still got 50 people in here, even though we stayed on and talked about the other leagues. Big up to the boy, John Burns. Okay, guys, I'm putting out the collection plate. Collection plate. The stream is about to end. I have to start a collection plate. You know, that'll be something crazy to do. You know, that'll be crazy, right? I bet if I start a collection plate, you see, most YouTubers are going to start doing it. It may be a moral issue over that, but I should put out a collection plate. I should just have a graphic that's out there that says collection plate, and have like a gospel song playing in the background. So if there's anybody who wants to donate to the channel, they'll donate like a sad song, like a very, very sad song with like a little puppy showing his puppy eyes. Maybe that'll work. So collection plate time. Oh, man, I know you're talking about leagues, and maybe you already noticed, but the world's men's rankings are up. Canada, 48th in the world. I don't actually notice. I don't. But what I'll do is I'll include that the next time I'll do World Cup qualifying. Definitely World Cup qualifying, okay? So, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. Thriller, dropping $5 for the collection plate. Thank you very much, man. It seems like the collection plate very, very effective, though. Very, very effective. I just made $5. Thank you very much there. You know, and thanks to everybody who donated to the stream today. You guys are champs. You guys are champions, just like Manchester City. All right, going once, going twice. Any more for the collection plate? Have anybody actually forgot to like the video? Drop a like on the video, though. You shouted collection plate. Siri said, I don't know that. Oh, wow. Wow. Collection plate, collection plate, collection plate. Anyways, guys, just having some fun, man. Yeah, appreciate the love, the support. Another very successful live stream. What I'm going to do right now for the rest of the day, I'm going to watch some Europa League. I'm going to clip out the game between not clipping that one out. Liverpool and Man United. I'm going to clip that one. And maybe that's about it. That's all I'm going to clip, though. That's all I'm going to clip. Just have the plate emoji on screen and we'll know what you mean. Yeah, I'll do something in the future. You know, and I have to do a combined 11 for Man United and Liverpool. I might actually do that one tomorrow, you know. I might take a break and do that one tomorrow. I might do that one tomorrow. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take it easy, though. Can you feel the love tonight? Yeah, I know that song by Elton John, too. So, yeah. So, guys, from your boy Dam, thanks again. I actually could have done this live stream in about 2 hours and 20 minutes or even 2 hours. Just wanted to have some fun with the thing, man. You know what I mean? I'll be live again on Sunday. I think I'll take a break in between, you know, Friday, Saturday, and just give the voice a rest. See what I mean? But may the best teams win this week, and let's have some fun stuff. Maybe a drama here and there, you know what I mean? Not too dramatic, but, you know, no tragedies, but drama a little bit here and there. And, guys, stay safe. Stay safe. If you're not vaccinated, do the right thing. Get vaccinated, man. You know what I'm saying? You see 70,000 people in the stadiums there for Manchester United. I'm pretty sure all of them are vaccinated because it seems like things are getting back to normal. And COVID-19 is a part of daily life in 2021 going into 2022. So from your boy Dom, thanks again. And until next time, Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.